welcome to today's show with myself, Charlene Smith and Doug. Today's show is slightly different because it isn't before the Premier League fixtures. It's after a few games have been played and Arsenal have got a massive, massive win at Craven Cottage.
Come on,
Doug, and welcome everyone. Thank you for waiting.
I know, sorry, I've been away for a little piece. That's why we ain't been able to record or do anything. I was jet setting and all over the place, but we're back.
I must say, you are looking amazing, Doug. You've got a beautiful tan. Jeez.
Look at a little vitamin D and then man's back looking pristine. You see what I'm saying?
Jeez. Oh, yeah. Homie.
Yeah, back looking pristine, B. You know how we do.
Did you have a nice break, a nice getaway?
Yeah, listen, I went on tour, went away. It was nice. It was good to get away. Needed it. So, like, now I'm refreshed back. You know what I mean? Come back, see my boys. I had to go to a bar and watch the Everton game. You know what I mean? Watch the boys beat Everton. You know what I'm saying? And then, boom, I've seen us now go on Fulham. We keep just ticking over Bournemouth. All of that, man, I got to watch it all. It was sick, man. I was just like, I'll come back gassed. You know what I'm saying?
And you've come back to a big, big result today at Craven Cottage. I mean, what? Not even just the result, but what a performance from the team. The way we played sexy football. Mate, was you expecting that?
The boys were ticking over. Listen, I was nervous. I was nervous for the game. I can't lie, because I think it was a bit, not nervous, but it's like you don't know. We didn't know whether Trossard and Jesus was going to be in the squad. You know what I mean? We saw how we struggled in midweek, but obviously, you know, when you bring in the likes of Odegaard and the boys and Partey, it's a different kind of running, isn't it? But they were purring almost to the point it was too easy for them, and they fucked about a bit. Like, I think they need to understand we need the goal difference in it to be. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you got to put them chances away. Like, sometimes the way that we play is so sick, it just like. You know what I mean? It just go on, cabs. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So it was just, they were just a different level in that first half of the game today.
Yeah, mate. Because even I was a bit. Well, I did have a good, confident feeling that we would get 3 points today, but I was expecting a much tighter, much closer game, just for the simple fact that it's Fulham who have been doing amazing during this campaign. Mm-hmm. You know, they've got Mitrovic who's been scoring. They've got other players who's been scoring goals and everything. So I was happy that Paulinho weren't playing. Yeah, but I thought, man, they're still going to give us a tough battle. But boy, when the game kicked off, I was like, do you know what? I want to revise my score prediction. But anyway, right? Because I was thinking we can actually really make a big difference in that goal difference. Like the amount of opportunities that we had as well, even with our first goal being disallowed. Yeah. But we created so many chances.
So many chances. Odegaard had the chance. He had a few chances. Trossard had a chance. Gabriel had a chance. Leno saved it. There were so many different, like, you know what I mean? Jesus came on, nearly scored. Do you get me?
Literally. Yeah, like, big up Musin as well.
Yeah, big up Musin. Like, you know what? Like, that game there was just like, it just, you know what? It just shows the levels. And on top of it, it was like, I said it to my boy in the group, like, it's the first time we've been back at full strength. Like, you think, apart from El Nani missing and Nketiah missing, like, we've got our squad back. Like, Jesus coming back today just felt like, you know what I mean, a brand new signing, and he was already ticking it over. He did a few little flicks and whatever, looking like he's ready to go again. And it just, that if you ever needed a bit of a lift, not that saying that we was struggling, but just a lift that going into these last 11 games, that kind of game is what you need. Like your boys back, Trossard creating, you know what I mean, Jesus back on the pitch, Odegaard, Partey, all the boys ticking over. Then on top of it, you think you've got the likes of Reece Nelson, you got Jorginho, Smith Rowe, you got all these boys back on the bench that now it's actually looking like we've got a squad with a bit of depth now, like where, you know, like you got Vieira and all these players that can come on and do something. Do you know what I mean? I would have loved to have had Pepe there. I can't lie. I would have loved to have Pepe to been there chilling with the man them on the bench ready. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? You know what? But we got the boys in it. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to do the damn thing.
100%. And big up to Kian as well, saying if Gabby Jesus scored his chance, that would have been one hell of a comeback.
Yeah.
And I couldn't agree more. Literally, to come out.
The Yardie was just about to come out of you then, didn't it? That would have been one hell of a comeback. Yeah.
But yeah, man, he had a great chance then for him to just literally come on the pitch for such a short amount of time. From a long-term injury and bang a goal like that would have been outstanding.
If you just lace that in, boom, then run off to the corner like with the telephone celebration, like it would have been limbs. It would have been limbs. But you know what? It's just we're in a good place right now. Like I just think that you can see that the boys are taking it game by game, and they're not letting the games phase them. I think like a couple seasons ago, these games we were struggling to get just to go like not necessarily even in anything like a title race or a top 4 race. We were just struggling at these games in general. We would have went to Fulham and struggled in that game. Do you get what I'm saying? So to go there and fully dominate, and like considering the first fixture when they came to us, we won 2-1. We just about Gabriel gave the ball away to Mitrovic, and they scored their goal, and then Gabriel went and scored the winner. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember that. And Odegaard as well.
So it like to go and just dominate and just show them like they might have thought they could maybe, get something out of it. But you know what? I think a lot of teams ain't. Like I think a lot of those mid-table teams, like the Evertons, the teams that we've beaten, Bournemouth, coming back from Bournemouth, that would have sent shockwaves to a lot of teams. Because what it just says to a lot of teams like Fulham, like all those like mid-table teams, your Southamptons, we could go 3-0 up and these lot could bring it back. Do you get what I mean? Like, yeah, like it just makes you think there's no like they're that good that we could like be winning 1-0 in the 80th minute and they can bang 2 goals. So I think Fulham just already thought in their heads like this is a long day for us. Even if we want to go ahead, like they got the quality to bring it back. They got firepower on the bench, and sometimes that is the kind of like intimidation that we haven't been used to having in a long time since the days of maybe Henry and Bergkamp and them boys there. Do you get what I mean? Like where teams are getting intimidated before the whistle's even blown. You get me?
Absolutely. And when I saw that Trossard and Jesus were back, I just thought, my confidence was gone from confident to, boy, I'm overly confident now. Like this is guaranteed 3 points.
Losing your mind like on the way to film the watch along, innit? Like,
I was at the watch along. Like when Robbie ran out the starting 11, I was just like,
yeah.
Oh my God.
The boy is back, and I keep on like I just think we carry on going on like how we're going on. The league is in our hands, innit? Do you get what I'm saying?
Saying this for time.
Like, right now, I feel like we got a little hand on the ribbon. Like I'm just holding onto the ribbon right now, pulling it, just trying to pull it over. And you look at the next 6 fixtures. I think in those 6 fixtures, we've got Liverpool and Man City.
Yeah.
Like even if we go to Anfield, that Anfield's going to be a challenge for us but I feel like the boys are going to be up for it because Anfield has been one of those teams, one of those grounds that we've always gone there and they've kind of rattled us a bit.
Yeah.
And I think it will be the boys' missions to go over there and actually get something out of that game.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
And at the Etihad, I think we can get something at the Etihad. So,
likewise as well. Like no one will be expecting us to.
Yeah.
Which is even more reason why I think we will.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then I think also we got in amongst them games, I think we've got Palace.
Yeah, away to Palace next weekend.
Got Palace next weekend. We've got Leeds. Like they're all winnable games. Like Leeds ain't gonna be an easy game, but it'll be winnable. Palace will be a hard game, but it's at home. So, and they've been poor as yet. And I think Vieira might just roll over for us. Come on, you know what I'm saying? So you look at it, if we get results out of our next 6 games, you might as well say it's and we take points off of City in the game that we play against them. City still got to play Liverpool. Like there's a lot to go. We could be talking April and we're already being crowned champions. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that'd be an amazing feeling. Big up everyone in the chat as well. Millie saying, what accents are those? I think that was my Jamaican accent. Is this Millie?
Is
Is this Millie?
Is this my Millie? Is it bad boy Millie? I don't know. Is it Millie? Let's find out. Millie, if it's you, bro, let me know.
Innit? Let Dugster know, yo.
Let me know. It could be Millie still.
You should be joining us.
Yeah, I know you should join in. Well, go on, Millie, you should join the chat. But Millie just come in and start this man straight away, you know. See, this is how family work. You get me? Just come in there and start dissing the thing.
Innit? Big up Musin, big up Now as well, saying statement win. Can't believe how easy it was, mate. Neither can I. The way we were passing the ball about, the qualities we show. There was just so much space as well. NS Sports TV saying big up Charlene and Douglas. Big up to you, NS Sports as well. Big up to Luke saying love you, Charlene. Come on, Arsenal. 11 games left. Let's do this, babe. Take it easy, beautiful. Big up to you, Luke. And these games, as we was just saying, are like we can be crowned champions early on.
Early on, this is what I'm saying. It's mad. And you just look at that. So we haven't spoke for a couple of weeks, innit? Do you get what I'm saying?
Mark. Come on, Mark. Yo, Doug's been needing you to help him out with his score predictions. Can't lie.
Oh, listen, Mark, it's been peak, fam. It's been peak. Easy, my guy. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Ashake. Managed to see Ashake smiling yesterday. I wonder why.
Chelsea, eh?
Innit? Millie, Trossard is a great signing. Told you, Doug, about this signing. Listen, can we talk about Trossard? This guy is unreal. He managed to get 3 assists today in 45 minutes.
Listen, all of the whole Mudryk thing is forgotten. Like, I can't lie, I was hurt. Millie will tell you, I was so hurt over the Mudryk deal collapsing because I had been like doing all the statistics, you know, like had the blackboard out showing you where he's gonna like, you know, like showing man what he's gonna do and all of this madness. Yeah, I had it all patterned up. And then like it didn't go through, and I was just heartbroken for ages, but held it down. But Trossard has literally come through. Like the brother is just mad. Like he delivers in the final third, like in the box. He can look at today, like every pass he's always looking up. And it's like, so it's not like he's just delivering it blindless, like blind, like not looking. Like every assist, he looked, see where he needed to play the pass. You know, he knows he's got good feet. Did you see how he dragged it back and nutmeg my man?
Literally.
Listen, the brother's feet are crazy. So it's like, yeah, we might have been upset about Mudryk, but Trossard's got everything that Mudryk's got, maybe even better and polished off. Do you get what I mean? Because he's 28. Like, he's been there, done it. He's in the Prem. He knows what he's doing. He's experienced. Exactly. So what? Like, and he cost us God knows how much less. Do you get what I'm saying? A lot less, but yeah, mate, he's that, and I'm glad like he got the man of the match and all that, man.
Yeah, well deserved for him. And I must say, from that first appearance that he's ever made for Arsenal, he showed qualities from then, and he's been consistently turning up. He's missed a few games. He comes straight back in and manages to get a man of the match performance. I mean, that just kind of says it all. Like, what is Mudryk saying? Like, if we do a comparison, what is Mudryk saying in comparison to Trossard?
Right, like, well, he scored. He created an assist. He created an assist yesterday, and everyone was going mad for it on Twitter. Then I actually saw the assist, and when you actually see the assist, it's actually like it's not. He didn't even mean to do it. Like, basically, the ball's been crossed, and you know, like one of them headers where you try to header it up to control it, but he's headed it back across goal, innit? And then my man's just flicked it and kicked it. It's just one of them. Anyway, we'll give him that. We'll give him the assist for that, but he's not on that at the minute. Like, obviously, Chelsea fans, Oshoke's here, that he'll be gassed about what's going on. They've won a few on the bounce, but I think Chelsea are a long way off even looking at, like, we can let them crack on. We're not even watching them at the minute. Do you know what I mean? Back onto our boy Trossard. You get? Back onto Trossard and that. Is it?
Mudryk.
Yeah. Mudryk. Who? Mudryk. Trossard, he looks for the passes and can finish if he has the opportunities. Nah, 30, third eye boy, 85 Rams. Yeah, of course. Listen, the thing with Trossard, is what's mad about it is that, like, he's not greedy. He can, you know what I mean? Like, he's always looking for man in the box. He understands his position. It's the same way. It's kind of almost brought what Brighton, the way that Brighton play football to Arsenal. Like, they, you know, with all their players, they haven't really got a standout player that's just like a one-man team. They're all very good, in it. Like, you look at Brighton and they always rotate the front three with Minamoto when Trossard was there, and I can't remember who they had out on the right. is it who's their winger? But anyway, it'll come to me. But like they always would look like kind of rotate positions and stuff. So it's like, so they're always looking for each other, and if they're in a position to score, they will try and score. But it's like, so he's just coming. It's like, it's similar to the way we play. We rotate the front three sometimes. Well, Saka tends to always stay out on the right, but kind of drifts in. But you see the way that Trossard and Gabriel can kind of, I've noticed that when Trossard comes out wide, Gabriel goes central. So, you know what I mean? It's like they're building up a little bit of a chemistry there with that, you know? And it works.
Exactly. Hence why we probably always go to Brighton to get quality players, eh?
Listen, the guy there, I see some news about man them want McAllister. Listen, I don't know. Arsenal's linked with everything. I don't know how it's gonna work. I don't know how even we could go there and try to take Caicedo and McAllister. It just wouldn't happen. Brighton just be like, what the hell is going on? But someone's got to take them, so I'll take one of them.
And if they want to be at a big club like Arsenal, then, you know. Tyrone saying champion mentality performance, and I must say that is one thing that I really love about this Arsenal team as well. You know, regardless of whether we go down or we're disallowed a goal or we make an error, we're able to redeem and retaliate in the right way, and I think that shows a massive part of, you know, how champions win titles as well.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like you look at we ain't even got into the you know, the feeling of the Bournemouth game. Like, you know what I mean? We didn't even get a chance to chat about that, Shah. Like, listen, 2-0 down. Yeah, I was watching it on some dead connection thing on my phone and that. Like the connection kept coming in and out. It was buffering, doing whatever. Then I see we went 2 hours just vexed, losing my shit. Then I see 2-1. I'm like, okay. But then I started to believe. I just felt like 2-1. I felt like we can go on to win it. Then I see 2-2. Then I see the 90th minute, 2-2 still. Thought, okay, we get a point. But to then that it buffer and then it go 3-2 and then mate.
Probably like, is this connection right?
Yeah. I was just going mad. Me and Henley was just doing a mad thing. Like, we were just going mad, like in the room watching the game and stuff. And it was just crazy. Like, I can't believe it. But it's the mentality. They don't give up.
Literally. And this is what I love about this team. They literally fight to the very end.
Yeah, fight all the way. Like, you know what? And they never know when they're beat. Do you know what I'm saying? We did it against United. You know, like United kept pulling back, and then we went on to score the winner. You know, like we've shown it. I swear, even in the Liverpool game when we played Liverpool kept coming back, and we went on to win that game, didn't we? Not like, I think that was 3-2. We won that in the end, didn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. So we've showed like, you know, and again, the last kick of the game. You know what I'm saying? We're going down.
It was the very last
kick of the game, and we go and the man Reece Nelson of all people to go and score the banger.
The boy that we've been talking about, because everyone's sort of been ruling him out, and like me and you have actually been fans of him, saying, "Look, Reece is a quality player. Like he needs to be getting minutes, and for him to come on and get that crucial goal to secure the 3 points in literally the last kick of the game. I mean, it just says statements and levels about Reece."
Yeah, mate, listen, and you're right. Like, we've been banging on about Reece for how long? Like, we was upset when he got injured, but we saw how he played pre-season in the first couple of games of the season. He's come back, he's already got more goals than certain men that have played the whole season. Like, you know what I mean? Like, quality finish, the first touch, the bang. And like, you could tell you didn't even know how to celebrate. It was that mad. You get what I'm saying? Like, but it just looked, the stadium just erupted. It was crazy. Like, but that just shows you champions mentality. Like, this is how City and Liverpool have been going on for the last couple of seasons, winning the games in the depth or blowing teams away. Do you know what I mean? And we're now showing that we can hang with the big boys and get the results when needed.
100%. James Patterson is saying we are going to win the League Champions League next season.
Oh yeah, listen. The Champions League is it's knockout football, isn't it? Like, I would love to say it depends who we bring in. I think the squad that we got right now, because we'd have to play the first team, we can get away with Europa playing a weakened side in Europa and kind of getting through. But if we bring in the right players and we've got a strong first team and a strong first 11 and a strong bench that is challenging the first team, then the way that we play football, I think there's a few teams that we will give problems to, but there's some teams that are just like, you look at Real Madrid, You look at Barca, Bayern Munich. Them teams are the teams that they're the ones that just got the like, I don't know, that they just got the Champions League DNA in it. Like
literally.
So, yeah.
You can see we're building that slowly as well.
Yeah, 100% Arteta's. Listen, when he signed Willian, he told Willian he would be winning the Champions League in 3 seasons. That's what he said to him to get him to come in it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, don't you remember at the beginning when he signed Willian, and the whole thing was that he had told Willian that he was looking to win the Champions League and got like 3-4 seasons or whatever and all of this kind of stuff. And he's a bit off timing, but at the same time, he's showing now that he's not gassing in it. He's doing what he needs to do. He's setting up the team. He's proving them. Man of his word. So hopefully, yeah, you never know, he might bring home a Champions League for us next season.
Isn't it? I mean, Willian did say that he wants to be playing for another 4 years as well. I mean, I wonder if he'd be looking into Mikel Arteta for a little comeback.
No, not after that. not after the stint he gave us.
Oh, mate, it was a difficult time for him. Let's just put it that way.
Right, he didn't score a goal for God knows how long. He was poor, man.
Wasn't the Willian we were sort of, expecting him.
No. And you know what? I will say this as well. I brought him up earlier, but you know the whole Pepe thing, yeah? I've got to, I think a lot of fans owe Pepe an apology, because I think a lot of people were so hard on him, yeah? And I think a lot of Arsenal fans saw the potential and actually did show love and was supportive of him. But when you actually look at all these other big players that have come in for 100 million, like your Modric, your Antony's, all these other players that are like your João Felix, all these players that are coming that are meant to be big name players and they're just not doing it. Richarlison making £60 million moves. And you know what? We had Pepe I saw some video thing of him the other day and he's actually scored bare goals for us, innit? Like, I can't lie. He's actually done his thing, yeah? And I think we was a bit too harsh on him. Do you get what I mean? Like, that's one player that I feel like, I know he most probably won't come back and jump involved, but I feel like we just need to owe him a little light apologies for how we treated him. You get me?
Yeah, no, I hear that. I think the expectation levels are just so high, and it's like if they're not met, then fans are just quickly to sort of say something about it, as opposed to just giving, these players a bit of time.
Yeah.
Big up Mickey saying 8 points clear if we win against Palace. Glad to be a Gooner. Listen, we are so happy and proud.
So what, we play Palace before City play their next game, yeah?
Yeah, that's correct. So we've got Europa League on Thursday where we're at home to Sporting.
Yeah.
And then we're at home to Palace.
Wow.
And Man City are playing in the FA Cup, so they ain't going to have a fixture next week.
Oh, so we can go.
We'll be 8 points clear.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Listen, all right, that's big, We go 8 points clear.
Mate, that
the
puts
pressure's on City. City drop points in their next game, and I think City's next game is Liverpool, isn't it? Then if they're in the FA Cup.
Is it Liverpool?
Because I know City, because I think Liverpool play a game. Who do they play? Then they had Fulham. The Fulham game's postponed, which must make sense because of FA Cup. Then their next game is Man City. I'm pretty sure.
Quickly,
you can have a look.
Yeah, I'm just having a look right now. So Liverpool's game to Fulham has been postponed. It hasn't yet been confirmed. Man City's game to West Ham has been postponed. Yep, and you're correct. So on the 1st of April, Man City play Liverpool.
We'll see. So now if they drop point, is it at Anfield?
No, it's at the Etihad.
But that's what I'm saying. If we beat Palace and we go 8 points clear, the pressure is on City to get a result against Liverpool.
Massively, mate.
If they draw, we're 7 points clear.
I know. Oh, man.
So that means we could still technically lose a game or two or drop points and still be ahead. It's madness. You never thought at the beginning of any thought of we'd be in this position.
I know, this is absolutely crazy, Doug.
It's mad.
Just mental. Yesterday, I was watching the Man City game as well, and I was just so mad. Crystal Palace managed to hold out, goalless up until that point when Thingy gave away
penalty.
penalty. I was just like, mate, and I'm just sitting there like, please miss. But in
Yeah,
the back of my mind, I'm thinking this is Haaland. Obviously, he's putting that away. But I'm just sitting there like, please just miss or save it or something.
Yeah. Because bruv, they're just like Palace was doing it, but Palace have been so poor. Palace were actually done well to actually get that far in the game.
Yeah.
Without and they did have an odd few chances, but yeah, City just Goodjohan got fouled. He made a meal of it. Yeah, it was a foul anyway. Regardless, it was a pen. But City know how to make you know it's a pen. Do you get what I'm saying? Haaland was always gonna tuck it away. Listen, you know what? I'd rather listen if it's in our hands to win the games. I'd rather that. I'd love City to drop points, but if we win the league because we've just gone out there and won all our games and battered teams and won it the hard way, I'm all for that. Do you get what? If City drop points or City don't push us, people will say, "Oh, Arsenal won it because everyone else was poor and whatever." If we win it the hard way, really, I feel like we've really pushed City. We're stretching them. I think. They're struggling to keep up.
Literally, and they've got goal scoring machine Haaland as well.
Haaland, Kevin De Bruyne, he's put Kevin on the bench. He's playing 4 centre backs at the back. Pep is really struggling to keep his team ticking over to keep up with what Arsenal are doing at the minute. Do you get what I'm saying? It's crazy, how he's setting the team up at the moment. But it just shows you how well we've been playing. That no one expected us to be on this level with the team that we've got. Do you get me?
The injuries we've been faced with as well. Gosh.
Jesus back now. Everyone was talking about we're going to fall off when Jesus is done. Jesus is done, been injured, come back now. He come back today.
And he's still 5 points clear. What you saying?
5 points clear, still top of the league, still doing things. I think, listen, they're never going to give us the respect. Some people are, some people I've seen now talking actually Arsenal, you know what I mean, are doing their thing, but they're never going to really give us the respect that we want, especially United fans. They're so bitter at the minute, but we are doing what we're doing it. Do you get what I'm saying? And we're doing it very, what's the word? Humble. We're not out here, obviously people say Arsenal fans are chatting shit, whatever, but we're not. We just do it game by game. We're ticking over and we're just enjoying the moment of it. We're not here saying, being cocky and all of this. We're just going with it. Do you get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I've seen United fans took a humbling this last week. Do you get me? Real deal. That's because they've been chatting, puffing out their chest, chatting shit, carrying on. That's what happens. You go and get a 7-0, then you get a 1, then you go and get a 0-0 against Southampton. You have to cool off, man.
The most, mate. Whereas with us, we're just happy celebrating our team. Do you know what I mean? And when you're getting questioned by officials about our celebrations, really?
What's that all about, though, man?
Mad. It's mad.
Listen, if I was at that game against Bournemouth, I'm telling you, I would have ran onto the pitch. I'm telling you, listen. I think, but I love the fact that Arteta doesn't care and the team don't care about it and will celebrate how they see fit, because that's how you got to live in the moment of it. Because with VAR and how it can slow the game down and take away that excitement, you kind of, every moment that you can live in the moment of that game, you got to live in it. Do you get what I'm saying? Because soon enough, all of a sudden, you have to wait for it to be cleared. Oh, it's a goal. Then you go and celebrate. The moment's lost. So you know what I mean? I like the fact that the team just celebrate how they see fit as and when. Do you get me?
Exactly. And it's our right to celebrate the way we want. Kian is probably out now. Peace out, guys. Arsenal making our week start off right. Have a good one. That is right.
Yeah.
Definitely put a smile on our face. Mark is saying 1 step at a time. Let's win the next game versus Palace and go 8 points clear first. Speak of winning the Champions League next year.
Yeah, trust. Yeah.
I mean, for this year, Doug, I have been saying, obviously I've been confident that we're going to win the Premier League title. I've also been saying, I feel like we can do the double and actually win the Europa League as well. I mean, what's your take on that?
Yeah, I do. I think we struggled against Sporting, and obviously we've got the game at Sporting at home. But I feel like that team made it difficult for themselves. But it's understandable because they've not played together like that, innit? Do you get what I mean? So they were dominating the game. Sporting looked out of it, and then we just gave them a sniff. And then obviously they got their goal, and they go 2-1 up, and then we were lucky to get the equaliser the way we did. I think we can win Europa. I think the way that United are kind of tripping up at the minute. Like Barcelona are out, Juventus. I feel like they're all winnable teams that we can beat if we was to meet them in the final. And I think a lot of people we're not actually even really spoken about getting to the final. Like, we've not really spoke about winning Europa, whereas United have been banging on about it. Arsenal United final, that they might not even make it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, like, you know what I mean? Like, the way that they're tripping up, like, if they come up against a really good side or decent team like Leverkusen or one of them teams there or whatever, is Leverkusen still in it? I think they are. I'm not sure. But if they come up against a good side, they might not even make it through. Like, Arsenal, I feel like we are equipped with the way that we play football, that whoever we link up with, we can actually give them a good game with our starting lineup. Do you get me? So I reckon we can win it. I don't see why not. I don't know who's in it that can knock us out.
I know. See, this is what I love about your energy. You're always on the same vibe as me, Doug. This is why we get on so well.
Yeah, like, everyone will say I'm gassed, but it's not like I'm gassed yet. It's like, I just think it's like, all right, in that, like, really, the Europa League is something at our level now, and the way that we're playing, top of the league of the Prem, we should be able to win that. I don't like all you think there's. I don't know really what big teams are left in it. Like, I think Seville's left in it. Is Shakhtar in it, or Shakhtar's in it? Like, yeah, I don't really feel like there's, like, I don't look at some of these teams and feel like, that's like Barca maybe, but United knocked them out, you know. And then I think, like, if we was to meet like United in the final, I personally think that, like, we meet them in the final, we can beat them. Vice versa, they might think the same about us, but they're not playing well. The thing I've always said about United is that they're not actually playing well. They're actually got individuals that are stepping up and carrying them, innit? But they're not actually playing good football. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, so it's like if Rashford has an off day and Casemiro's not really at the races, then
like today, he got a red card.
Another red card, 4 games out. They're like, potentially with that 4 games out, they could end up like finishing outside the top 4 if they carry on.
Exactly. Discipline, yo. Where's the discipline at?
Where's the discipline at? Like, Tottenham have caught them now. Then you think Newcastle are up to 5th.
I think Newcastle just got a win today as well, innit? 2-1 against Wolves.
Just 2-1 against Wolves. They're up to 5th now. Then you think Liverpool are in 4th. Like, Liverpool, like, listen, no position is guaranteed. And I think what United have done is they thought everything was a 30 for them. Like, they've always been looking at trying to win the league and being in this title race and not actually paying attention to the teams that are actually chasing them. Do you get what I mean? So, they've dropped points again today, which now puts them in a vulnerable position. Like, you know, so they better be careful, man.
Innit? Marky Mark is saying, personally, unless we can get to the semi-finals of the Europa and then play a much stronger team, then I don't think we can win it. Matt Turner isn't ready, I don't think.
Yeah, Matt Turner looked bad.
Let's play all of our big Donnies till at least the semis. Fair point.
Yeah.
I mean, Matt Turner, I guess he is American international.
Yeah.
He did in last week's game. I guess the things we need to take into consideration, there was a lot of rotation with the team. We had Nketiah, who was making his debut for Arsenal. I think there's a bit of miscommunication sort of, you know, on that defence line and, you know, with Matt as well. But yeah, what do we do going into Thursday? Do we go for a much stronger side to secure us going on to...
I think you will.
Yeah, that's what I reckon. That's what I want as well. Start strong, try and get the result, and then make changes as and when necessary.
I think it will be the same midfield. I think he'll play Vieira, Jorginho, and Xhaka. I think he might give Nketiah the centre back another run out. He might just bring in Gabby. Tomiyasu will still play. I think Tini will play. And then now he has the options. Now he's got Jesus back. Jesus will get minutes in that game, I think. And I think Trossard's there. I think he will start similar to the same. And I think he will trust Turner again. I think he will give Turner the opportunity to redeem himself. But Turner was really bad in that game. For me, Turner almost looks a bit like Leno when the ball's he panics. I feel like he hasn't got an air of calm around him. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, and I think in the game with the miscommunication that he should have come out and got the ball for their first goal. Like he should have come and got it, and he never. And I think if Ramsdale was in goal, Ramsdale would have come and caught that, or he would have punched it. And then, but you could see he gave the call because Kiwa never went for the header. He ducked, so that makes you think. But then even look at after the game, you look at the Saliba interview, and Saliba said like they asked him about playing with Kiwa and it being his first time, and he goes, "Well, yeah, it's our first time in a game, but we train together all the time." Do you get what I'm saying? Like we basically Arteta makes us always pair up with different centre back pairings, so we always play together. So they've played together. So really, I know he's a bit like it was his first game, but I just feel like like they know how to play together. So I just think Matt Turner's at fault for the goal, and not necessarily the naivety of Kinwa or his lack of experience. Do you get me?
Your names. To Kinwa. No, you pack me up, though.
Kinwa, listen, I don't think Kinwa's to blame. You get me?
I was not expecting that one. That is.
I'm just copying what you said. That's how you said it.
I'll try it. I said Kiwiar.
Oh, that's what I said, Kiwiar.
I was on the remix of names today.
Yeah, that's what I said. Kiwiar, still Kiwiar.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, no, we. I said I'm cute. You are. But yeah, I think I agree with Marky Mark. What Marky's saying that basically he won't really play the madman them to the. But the thing is, Arteta, I don't feel Arteta will want to get knocked out of Europa. If you could get Europa and the Prem and get that kind of double under your belt, you get me,
mate.
That's a big, you know.
That's massive, and this is why I've got a feeling like really we're just level right now, isn't it? It's 2-2.
Yeah.
So I reckon he will start strong and then make changes.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's gonna sort of play a changed team.
Sporting at home did their best, and it wasn't good enough, and we wasn't great. So Sporting coming to the Emirates, especially if it's jumping, and like
which it will be. Come on.
The boys will be in loud voice. You get me? Like, man's gonna be there. I'll be there myself, so I'll be screaming my head off. Do you get what I'm saying? So
hopefully not looking angry on the camera again.
Oh yeah, hopefully not looking all vexed because we're 2-1 down, and he's you know what I mean, we've got an injury or something stupid like that. But and I think it would be just slap them up because they're not like these European teams, especially like Sporting, like they're good. Don't get they do their thing, but. They're not at the level. They're not at the level, and we should really be going through this stage quite easily.
Exactly, and with the qualities that we showed today, they're just on a whole completely different level.
Yeah,
completely different level, and we need to go and prove that on Thursday as well.
Yeah, bop them off. Like I want to see 2-3-0 at halftime.
Innit? Like we did today, yo.
We did today, light work, bop them up, boop, 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 go on again. You get me?
I must say though, in that game against Sporting, we did see that Saka and Ben White looked a little bit tired today, and they also got substituted off today as well. Do you have any concerns around them, their fitness, their work rate?
I think now because we've got the players back, he can afford to bring Saka off. But I understood, he said, remember we spoke about this before, where Arteta said he's trying to get certain players used to the fact that we're going to be playing Champions League football and they're going to have to play week in, week out for the whole of a season. Yeah. So I think he's now realizing that Saka is maybe he's done his bit, but it allows them to now know that Saka this season was able to make it 3/4 of the way. Do you get what I'm saying? So next season they're expecting him to maybe push on. They might change some things in his diet, nutrition, who knows what to try, or his fitness, who knows, to kind of keep him going. But at least they know. So now they're starting to rest him, take him off. Like they took him off at the 70th minute, I think it was. Was able to sit down for 20 minutes and that. So they now, but they got the options. I think before we never really had the options to do it. Now we've got Reece Nelson, Trossard, we've got Gabriel, Jesus is back. So we haven't really got a rinse Saka. But I also thought in the game that Saka was playing, in the Europa, I just felt that Saka was just in first gear. Like, I didn't really think he was tired, but the one thing about Saka I realize is that what people underestimate how good he is that he can play in autopilot, but do all the right things well. It's like his option making is very good. Like the way that he makes decisions on the pitch and what he does is it's very simple to him. It's like he understands what
second nature.
Yeah, second nature. So he can play in this one this first gear that just it does what he needs to do, but he's not doing much extra, which can also make him look like he's burnt out or can make him look tired. But I think the way Saka is, he looked at that lineup, saw that it wasn't a strong lineup, thought, yeah, is what it is. I'm just going to do my thing. Boom, 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 done his thing, and didn't really feel like he had to take it up a level. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, he just motored through the game, which he done. There's certain times, but you look at him today, there was times he got the ball, he took it, turned his man, boom. Like, when he's ready to play, he can play, and he's a problem. And I think in the sporting game, he just looked at it. He just said, "Look, all right, I'm playing with a couple of them man. Them, like, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go too mad. Like, I'm just gonna get through the game because really, he knows technically he should be rested in a game like that. You're resting certain other man. Saka's your main guy who should. But so they most probably have an understanding. You get me? Like, Arteta's most probably said to him, "Look, I'm gonna run the game, do your thing. I'm expecting the others to kind of step up, just do what you do, innit? Boom, boom, bam." And there's no heavy weight on his shoulders to be able to carry us through that game. And you can see that in the way that he plays. Do you get me? So I don't think he's tired. I just think that there's games that he's most probably not required to give his all. Do you get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like that game against Sporting, he wasn't required to do a madness, even though we drew and everyone's most probably willing us to win and could have. Like, I just don't feel like he's that's what's needed of him in that game. Do you get me? So he just cruises through it.
And it's good that we've got other attacking options as well that can score goals, that can create chances and, lighten the load for him. Like, he's been carrying us for how long?
How long? But now we've got, 3-4 players in double digits in the Prem now. Like, you know what I mean? It's crap. We haven't had this in a long time. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, where we've got midfielders scoring goals, centre-back scoring goals. Like, look at last season. We were struggling. Strikers couldn't score. We didn't know where the goals was coming from. Smith Rowe and Saka were kind of carrying us with their goals. And, like, now we're getting, like, there's goals all over the park, innit? Do you get me? So
just need Ramsdale to score next day.
Look, listen, we get a pen, let Ramsdale go up and take it.
Or just a mad thing, get the ball, just kick it out and
just
goal or an assist.
Just do whatever we got. Listen, let me just get the point. As long as we win the game, let them do whatever they want to do. You get me?
Innit? Marky's saying Saka needs a rest. He needs to get 0 minutes on Thursday. But I guess fair point to what you were saying, though, Doug, about him, not even having to come out of first gear. If there's other players that are sort of controlling the game, he can still be on the pitch, still have that presence if needed. But, he ain't got to be working his socks off like what he normally does.
Like, listen, see, look, Mikey Cartel knows Saka say he's saving his energy, don't watch nothing, he's God's child. This is what I'm saying, like Saka, like that Thursday game, he was in battery saving mode. Like,
charging up.
What did Gabriel Jesus, when he come to the team and he said, one thing that surprised him was that how much fitness and how fit Saka and Martinelli are. And he's coming from City and he's saying these men are running for days. Do you get what I'm saying? So I think there's no way. I remember when I was like 21, 22, I was doing everything. Like minimal sleep, running up and down, doing all, like, I had unlimited energy. Do you get me? So we're forgetting Saka's like he's living his dream right now. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Playing football for Arsenal. Like, he's 22, 23. This brother ain't tired. Main man, new contract. He ain't tired. Best believe he's not tired. Them man they're just knowing how to preserve. And remember, them man don't rave, they don't party, they don't drink like that. Like, do you get what I'm saying? So he's good. Like he's good. He's just in first gear, just moving, like gliding through. You get me? Like still
Enjoying the moments, yo.
Yeah, come on.
Easy 4K saying, I just don't want Saka to play with England during the international break. Do you know, I can sort of second that as well. Like, obviously, you know, everyone wants to sort of play for their national team and all of that, represent their country. But boy, where we're at right now at this stage of the season, you know, can we just hold off on that for now?
Yeah, like I'm glad no Brazilians got called up. I don't actually know what's going on with Arsenal's Brazilians and the Brazilian national team. But to be fair, I don't really care as long as it stays like we get to keep them. But I could do with Saka chilling.
Yeah.
Maybe go international, chill with the man, then but come straight back. Like, do you get me? I feel like these international breaks is just a disturbance and a distraction in a minute. Because England are crap, let's just face it, they're rubbish in it. So we don't need to say.
Hey, we're living in England right now.
I know we're living in England. I'm like someone must really smash my car window outside for saying that. Do you get me? You know what I'm saying?
Country.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Go back to your country, dog. I was born in Greenwich, mate. You know like that. Yeah, like I don't know, man. It's just unneeded. But you know, listen, I don't know. I just get the break out the way, brain come back unbroken, back full health. Let's go. 11 games.
100%. But every time I see Saka go down or anything, I'm always just like, please let him be okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And touch wood, you know what? He's actually like, I don't know what they've done to him, but they've just made him strong this season. Like this brother gets kicked, he gets tripped, but it's like it's even the way that he's learned to play that allows him when he does get kicked, he's like he goes over in a certain way. It's mad. I don't know, like there's a lot of technique and a lot of work that he's putting into like, you know, like he doesn't really have them high impact challenges where he's kind of getting tackled head on. Do you get what like you know what I mean? It's always like they're having to kind of slide in from the side and kind of take the ball, which allows it, which is it, you know, for him to go down in that way is maybe less painful than a head on like boom tackle with a centre back or whatever. I don't know. It's just the way he plays. I don't know. He's just like, so fingers crossed he doesn't come into any harm, but it's just
I would cry. I would literally cry. I'm not even joking.
He's a star boy right now for us.
I know he has been by. Marky's saying, I heard Doug on the first gear thing, but Starboy is getting lifted in every game. The tackles that kid receive each game is too much. Rest him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard because I know that like Arteta most probably does want to rest him, but
he's fundamental, and that's how you build and grow strength at the same time as well.
Yeah,
you know, building that resilience in these situations.
And it's the option, it's the way that he plays, man. It's hard to bring someone in that's gonna cover him like that. Like you see, like even taking him off this game against Fulham, how kind of disjointed it gets because you know what I mean? It kind of still does what it does, but it's like there's always a way that we play when Saka, Ben White, and like the whole team's in their proper starting lineup. It's just mad. You take him out of that, it just disjoints it, unbalances the team, innit? So, yeah. So it's a bit hard to kind of just say rest him, I think, because it just unbalances it all so much.
100%. Mikey saying at Marky Mark, our Saka eating fufu, the hard food. Trust me, Donny, he's good. He ain't burning out now. While we're so close to the end of this season.
Yeah, trust me. Yeah, and
it said well, yo.
Listen, and you know what's mad as well? Yeah, you see, like how we're 11 games out and we're top of the league. Like I feel like, and you're winning games the way you're winning games, that just re-energizes you, man.
100%. You just run on that adrenaline as well.
Like, gas. You can't wait for the weekend game to kind of go out there and try and bag another 3 points because you're pushing for the league. If we was in a relegation battle or we was having a bad season and you're playing your hardest and the team's just not winning games, then I can understand it burning you out because you're mentally burnt, you're kind of physically burnt. But right now, they're playing well, they're playing sick, and they're winning games. Like their batteries are fully charged for this. Do you get me?
Yeah, and let's not forget as well, like the fans are fully behind them as well in every situation. Yeah. You know, really getting behind them, especially, you know, if they do go down or things ain't going quite the way they want. So I just think having that support makes a difference.
Yeah.
We see the energy sort of around the changing room and around the whole club.
Yeah.
All of that plays a big part. Sorry, just fell behind. I'm just getting excited here, moving about.
You're knocking shit over, like I see you.
Yeah, I'm known for doing.
yeah. Nice, real man.
Yeah, Marky Mark saying, yo, I fully hear that. Football is what's keeping me playing myself. I'd hang up my boots without it. What are you saying, Mark? You still kicking ball, yeah? I thought you was a vet now. I thought you like sort of.
Marky, confirm whether you're a vet or not. Don't let.
I thought you only played them once a year.
Listen, the vet league ain't easy, you know. I went and see my boy guy and play vets, bro, and the league is not a joke, mate. Like, listen, the vet league is high level football.
Yeah, but when I say Mark's like vet, like it's a once a year thing, I thought. Actually, I could be mistaken. But
he said a little charity thing, a little charity. Man comes out for a little charity and runs the line and that. Is that what you're saying?
Sub me off.
Yeah. Enough of that. Come on, 5 minutes. Bring me off. The hamstrings tight.
Yeah, I ain't played in a year.
You get me?
Oh, big up to Ill Figure Beats London saying, yes, Queen, love and direct. Yes, big up to you. Thank you for joining us.
Man, always try coming in with the lines, innit? Man said love and direct. You know, everyone's always got a little line for Shah and that, man.
Oh, look, he's corrected live and direct.
Okay.
Live and direct, yo.
I set you up. Love and direct, Shah. Beautiful. You know what I mean?
That's yeah, go on with.
You know what I mean? Yeah, all of them lines there. We hear you. Look.
Oh, only way forward, my guy. Mm-hmm. He's talking about the football. Chelsea vet. Oh, we got a vet here. The thing I love most about England games is we get to call Saka our player.
Listen, don't melt my heart, Chelsea vet. Listen. Yeah.
I did like Chelsea. I was reading that from an Arsenal.
Yeah. So they get to say for England games only do United fans, Chelsea fans, Liverpool fans get to say Saka is their player. You get me?
I know. Well, we take that as a big compliment. The fact that everyone wants to claim our boy, our Arsenal boy.
Arsenal. Now. Yeah, star boy Saka, you know. Listen, you gotta love him, mate. You get me?
We absolutely do love him. Marky Mark, yo, Shah is bantering me live on air. No, I'm not. I play bet still. See, I told you. Not once a year, Shah. LOL, allow me. Okay, I didn't realize it was a consistent thing.
Marky, tell her, man. Let her put some respect on the name. Man.
Listen, I used to go down and support Marky's games, innit, Mark? But yeah, apologies for that. Sorry, no disrespect at all. I just made an assumption there.
Yeah.
Right. What does Gunnar?
What?
I don't know.
What does Gunnar? Mohammed, come back and let us know what you're talking about, family.
Because we're a bit confused. You also get to call Mount your player. Well, mate.
You know what? We don't really... Like, man, you see, the thing is, I feel like Chelsea fans are heavily gassed over Mount. Like, I'm not really...
Can you see the hype? Can you see the reason why?
Sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes I don't, like, not all the time. Like, this is the thing. Like, Mount was a player that he can play, but I just think sometimes, you know, England have these players that they just overhype sometimes. And I think Mount's one of those, he gets overhyped. It's like the Phil Foden thing and like the whole Saka thing, and Phil getting PFA Young Player of the Year when he wasn't really that great. Saka, I thought, had a better season, but they feel to pick like certain players over certain players. I just think Mount's one of those that I'm not really seeing him have a breakout season that you could actually say, oh, he's doing a mad thing, but because he's British and he's at Chelsea and he does a few bits and bobs, he's this great player, but he can't even make it into the team at the minute. Do you get what I'm saying?
There you go. Says it all. I think that answers that.
You know what I mean? So it's a bit mad. I don't know, man. I don't know about Mount.
I think he has his moments. Like he'll have a spectacular moment. And you're like, okay, and then he's just like, okay, well, we want more. You know
what I mean? Like Mount's like a bit like Maddison, but then even I think sometimes in certain places Maddison can play a little bit better. Like it's just,
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like it's one of those ones. But then do you think Mount will get all this plaudits and all this praise, and then like Maddison don't get no love? Do you get me? But they're both similar and on the same like level. If anything, Maddison being at Leicester maybe his downfall, but he's just as good. It's mad.
Exactly. 100%. It's because Foden wins stuff, no dig, but Saka time is coming in terms of trophies. Well,
I don't think it comes down to the trophies thing with the PFA thing. I just think it comes down to popularity, innit? I think not even popularity in terms of socials. I just think with the FA, Foden fits in with what they were looking for in there. Because he did have a good season. Let's face it. Like I felt like Saka had a better season than Foden.
100%.
But Foden was their golden boy go-to. But I think this season they will struggle to give it to Foden because Saka's just outshining all the young players, British players at the minute. Do you get what I mean?
Oh boy, you're shining.
What song are you singing? Because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what song.
Girl, you're shining.
Okay, I'll let you off.
I just remixed it to.
Yeah, I thought you was remixing anything. You get me?
Boy, everything I sing sounds like a remix.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't know. Like Chelsea vet. Let me know what is it about Mount that you rate that's so good about Mount. Let us know in it because we're not Chelsea fans, so.
Yeah, fill us in. Where's Ashoke as well?
In it, yeah, Ashoke. Well gone.
He's been a bit quiet.
I said the ballon. The ball on door. Yeah, he's gonna win the ball on door. Don't kill me. Hey, what the ball on door? Yeah, of course.
I love it. Big up Mohammed.
Hey.
Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, come on, Ballon d'Or. Listen, I said bang on doors. Yeah, listen.
Oh, mate, wow, I can't deal. I love it. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely in for a good shot to win it.
Listen, it's to the world. Shark aging me off before the wheels fall off.
KS to the world. Yeah, big up KS, yo. My Ghanaian family.
Yeah.
Aging me off before the wheels fall off. Nah, man. It sounds like you still got your wheels on, so mate.
Yeah.
Keep kicking bull, yo.
Keep it up, B.
Isn't it? No, I see Maddison is a baller over Mount. Gareth Southgate is Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, you know what? Gareth Southgate's another one that just does mad stuff. Mad stuff. Like I don't know. How do you feel about Gareth Southgate, Sean?
Yeah, I think he's that type of manager that sort of plays it safe and sort of sticks to what he knows. Like he doesn't really like push the boat out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He just sort of plays it safe and subtle. I am happy, however, that he did stay on as England manager and renewed his contract and everything. Yeah. But I just want him to keep pushing. And
Now go and say.
Yeah, and just take a bit more risk, you know. Sometimes you've got to take some risk in football in order to be rewarded.
Yeah, take some risk. Like, why do we need 5 right backs? Like, what is going on? Like, is that the risk man's trying to take? He's like, yeah, well, I took a risk. I took 5 right backs. No, bro. Like, like, what is he on? He don't make no sense. Like, Maddison should like players that man were debating whether to take or not. Yeah, it was just crazy. I think, like, obviously Reece James made a decision for him. He got injured, so obviously he weren't gonna go. And like certain players, but I just think Southgate, like, I mean, it's like Kane and like you know, like you let Vardy. Obviously, Vardy's gone on to not really be doing much now, but at the time, Vardy was on smoke. And he just gave up his international career because he knew he was never going to play. And what does that say to all the other players that are coming in that are strikers? that ain't gonna play. And I feel like we need to stop playing brothers on merit. Like you look at Tomori at Inter Milan, at AC Milan, bad boy. Why is he not playing? Why did he not even get called up? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
This is it. But then we always Maguire. All right, Maguire had an all right World Cup, yeah. But I don't know, man. Like other players, I felt like deserved it. Like I just think it's just a lot of merit and like he's just playing it safe for the decisions and you know what I mean. Like you got to play players that are in form and bring players that are in form in it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Exactly. Sorry, just to pause there as well. Just say it is half time for our Arsenal women who are currently playing Reading at Meadow Park, and Arsenal are currently leading 2-0. Big up to the ladies, yo.
Oh yeah, come on. But the ladies are doing bits, yeah?
They're doing bits, yo. We won the Conti Cup last week as well at Sellers Park.
Yeah.
Big result there.
A big result that.
Massive.
Yeah, what else is going on? Okay, yeah, big result that. Me see it. Trossard needs to start the next few games unless his form goes down. Jesus is not clinical at all. What is going on there?
I know. Creative thinking.
Creative thinking too creatively. Like he needs to calm down a little bit. No, I'm joking. No, Trossard needs to start the games. I think Trossard, I think will start the next 2 games over Jesus. I feel like with Arteta, he doesn't tend to. You remember Wenger would just bring man back in, just because they that's their position. He would just bring them back in. I think Arteta makes you earn your position. Like I think if he felt the team would benefit better from having Jesus in the side over Trossard, I think that would be the only reason he would start Jesus over Trossard. Do you get me? But the team's winning, Trossard's banging in assists and doing what he's doing. I don't think he's just going to put Jesus in unless he takes Martinelli out and puts Jesus up top, puts Trossard out wide or something. Do you get me?
Yeah, I must say I do want to see Trossard start. I mean, he's just absolutely fundamental. I think it's a bit critical and a bit harsh to say that Jesus isn't clinical at all. I mean, he has literally just come back from a long injury. And he had about 10, 20 minutes on the pitch. Like, what are you expecting? He had a really good chance today, which, he didn't manage to put away. But boy, let's think about all the other, good things that Jesus brings. So I can't say that I fully agree with that comment. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah, I think the whole Jesus thing, I think he brings some, like you said, the other attributes that he brings to the game is kind of makes up for the lack of goals in it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like hold up play, all the things that he does to come in short. It allowed Saka and also Xhaka. Xhaka hasn't scored a goal since Jesus last played. Do you get what I'm saying? But it allowed him. I think he might have scored against. No, I didn't. No, but
had a good chance today as well.
Yeah, he had a good chance. Oh, yeah, he had a chance. You could tell he just didn't know what to do. He kind of just got confused and tried to take a touch where he should have hit it first time. But I just think he allows so many other players opportunities that his goals will come because he's a poacher. He knows to be around in, set pieces. He's always in around the box, the 6-yard box, and he'll get his goals in it. Do you get me? But he brings so much more. You see it today, the link up play, just how he is. Like he can come, he's good on the ball, and so I feel like it's a bit harsh just to judge him by the amount of goals he's scoring, man.
Exactly, and 100% definitely agree with you, Doug. Let's take all of these other key attributes into consideration, and let's remember it is a team sport, not a one-man sport. Like it's not just him and another man in a wrestling ring. Like it's a team sport.
And I think Trossard, and the thing that with that them run a sick at as well with Gabriel is that they keep possession of the ball. Because they got the feet and they what game was it when you could see like the Everton game and the games where now they're defending because Fulham kind of fucked up by not actually defending against us like all the other teams have like the low block and all of this. But you see when teams do the low block, you can tell we miss someone like Gabriel. I mean like Jesus that can beat players and keep the ball and free up space and break the lines. Do you get me? So it's those kind of things that he's there for that that we need him for, not necessarily always just putting the ball in the back of the net.
Exactly. Just bringing that experience onto the pitch as well. Like we saw today how hungry he was. He just come back.
Yeah.
Like it's almost as if he wasn't out with a long-term injury. Like the way he just come back with that hunger and that desire to score.
Yeah.
You know, and
even just to play, like I think there was one time Fulham were attacking and Gabriel just came back, won the ball back, and then helped us start taking it, bringing it back up the pitch, and then we started to counter-attack them. Do you get what I'm saying? And I think we forget how much he does that. Like Arteta, and Nketiah never really dropped back like that. Nketiah will drop back in position and plays, but he never had the energy to just like the way that Gabriel runs back and wins the ball back and then wants to instantly like boom, going back the other way. Do you get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
100%. It's like a new signing having him back now. Do you get me?
And yeah, apparently, fans were really loud when he was coming back onto the pitch as well. Yeah. So that kind of says it all. The love that we have for Jesus and how fundamental he is to the team.
Yeah, come on.
Innit? Moses is saying, Charlene, my sister, I can't lie. The game was beautiful because we should have scored more. And Moses, I totally agree with you, mate. We had the first goal disallowed and we had so many chances. Like that could have easily been like a 7, 8, 9-0 type of game.
Should have been. And we need to be more ruthless, man. Who is it? Henri spoke about like being great and being dope, like and being like more ruthless. Doesn't mean you maybe play a little bit more violent, like putting in hard challenges, but it means killing teams off, being like, you know what I mean, cutthroat. And I think we're a bit still, we bit still nice a bit. We're playing much better, but we're too nice at times. You get me?
100%. He's also saying, I think 8 points is coming because Man City have a FA Cup to focus on. Yep, totally agree. Yeah. And just to be sitting top of the table, 8 points clear, jeez, that will be amazing.
And do you think City look at it like these men are kind of getting hard to catch? Do we turn our attentions to other things?
Of course, they're intimidated by us. They're fearing us.
Isn't it? Still in Champions League. You know what? Like City is still in Champions League. They're still in FA Cup.
Focus on those, yeah.
Yeah, like it's hard. Like that's what it's like at the top. Like to have to deal with those things. But do they maybe think, you know what? Do we still fight for this league? I don't know. We'll see, innit? Do you get me? But if I was them, I would just focus on the FA Cup and the Champions League. Me personally.
Would you really, Doug?
Yeah, 100%. Real talk. Just let Arsenal do their thing. I'm happy for them. Let them do their thing. We're gonna get this FA Cup over here, do a little light double, go and get the Champions League and crack on, innit?
You know? Meanwhile, we're singing. Started from the bottom, now we here.
Yeah, come on.
Bottom, now we here.
Yeah.
Started from the bottom, now the whole team here.
Hey, come on. Started from the bottom. Literally last season, 3 games in, bottom of the table.
Where we were sitting 20th. Mate, that was hard times. Our boys back.
I think this is Arsenal's season to win the league. Thank you, Ashoke.
You know the vibe.
Hey, thank you. I can't wait for Champions League as well. I know this Europa music's killing me, bro. Killing me. I just want to be at a game and hear the Champions League music banging out of the speakers. Like, do you get me?
Mickey's giving us an update saying that Arsenal women are currently leading 3-0. I haven't actually got an update here on my phone just yet, so I'm going to assume you are telling the truth and that is correct, but big up to our Arsenal women. Oh, we got Jessie. How are you, Jessie PB? I ain't heard from you in ages. Saying a dominant performance. Trossard is the missing attacker we need. I can't wait for Thursday's game. Also, a question: should we go for Europa or the league? And who would you like to see at Arsenal in the summer? A few questions there.
Listen. Is it like they're basically asking us, would we rather Europa or the league?
Yep. And who would you like to see us sign in the summer? I mean, go on.
It's the league all day long, isn't it, Charles? Like
100%.
100%. Europa is not. The Europa just gives us Champions League, which we're already going to guarantee to get Champions League already, I feel like. Do you get what I'm saying? This top 4 is secure for us. But, yeah, the league, and I'll let you go. Who would you like to see in the summer?
Well, do you know, at first, just going back to that, ideally, I want us to do the double. Like, I want us to win the
100.
Premier League and Europa.
100.
But, yeah, if I had to pick one, 100%, I'm always going to prioritise winning the Premier League. And in terms of the summer, obviously, we're going to have Champions League football next season. I know, exciting. I mean, we've still got Balogun, who's out on loan. You know, do we sort of bring him back? We've still got Marquinhos as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess there's those factors to sort of take into consideration, and then just sort of look at areas where we're perhaps lacking a little bit. Obviously, take into consideration if we was to get any injuries, you know, our squad depth and everything. This is something that I'm just going to have to think about.
I personally think next season, I'd say in the summer, sell Nketiah.
What?
Yeah, man.
Like, you're bashing our boy.
No, I'm not even bashing him, but I just think I'm backing him. Don't get me wrong, I've backed him this season. I have backed him, but the thing with Nketiah, he's just not at that level to take us to the next level, which is sad because I love the boy. I think he's sick. I think he's that, but you know, even when he was fit, there was a point now bringing in Trossard. He benched Nketiah to play Trossard up top. Do you get what I'm saying? Before Nketiah got the knock, so Nketiah wasn't really not playing because he was injured. He was not playing because he got dropped. Do you get what I'm saying? So that says a lot. Our only striker not playing him, chose to bring someone else in and play Trossard there. So I think I would say loan Balogun out again, sell Nketiah, and then go and get a big boy striker that can rival with Jesus, like an Osimhen. Is it Osimhen? At Napoli. Yeah, Osimhen at Napoli, or go and get a big boy striker, innit? Like, and then go and get your midfielders, whether it's Declan Rice, McAllister, or whoever. Just go and get the midfielders that are needed, and let's go. You get me? Or even keep Balogun and play him in the FA Cups and whatever, like, and let him filter in for the other cups and stuff.
Would you keep Eddie and Nketiah to sort of play in those FA Cup games and things like that?
I don't know. Maybe
he's our number 14.
He's our number 14. He is, but I always said that Arsenal were playing a smart play with the whole Nketiah deal, which was they knew that if they got him to sign an extension on his contract, instead of letting him go for free, we can at least cash him in for 15 million to maybe 20 million at the minute. Do you get what I'm saying? That if we was to put him up for sale. So I always felt that extending his contract was more of a tactical play than actually, now we want you to stay at the club. Like why would you let him go for free when you could maybe extend his contract, put him up for sale this summer, and we could definitely he ain't going for nothing less than 15 to 20 million. Like maybe 25 to 30. He's proven maybe even more. Yeah. And like you look at somewhere like maybe Newcastle or one of Everton, or these teams might even come in for him and spend the money. Do you get what I'm saying? Palace, or no, not so much Palace. I don't think Palace. I think he's more top half table in it. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, I think it would be a smart move to get rid of him and then bring in someone really like a big striker in it. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know, man.
For me, I would like to keep Eddie. I'd like to see him stay. I feel like he really did step up when Jesus, went out, and I just think with him getting more game time and everything, he's only going to get better.
Yeah, I feel you, but don't you feel like he kind of declined a bit?
Is that because he's not used to playing back-to-back games like this? Because when he first played, like, it was like, right, is this what Eddie's doing? Like, and he really won over a lot of fans that were sort of...
Yeah, no, he did.
And he did have a good run of games, and then, started to just dip a little bit, which is understandable, like if you're not used to playing like that many games, at that level in the Prem, because I know he's been doing it in the under-21s, being top goal scorer and all of that. But in terms of the Premier League, he's only been getting like little cameo minutes, do you know what I mean? Coming on at the end or playing in cup games and things like that, which is different. So I just think with him consistently getting a good run of games, like I feel like he can actually, do something spectacular.
Yeah, no, probably. Yeah, probably. I don't know. I'm just a bit. I was all supportive. I've always been supportive, but I just feel like I don't know. I don't know what game it was that I watched, and I was just like, nah, he's not good enough. He's not good enough. Was it what game was it? I was at, and then I can't think. It was like a couple games ago, and I was just like, nah. I don't know if it was the Man City game. I think I was hurt. Yeah, I think that most really changed my game. Like, changed my mind on it. But I just feel like you look at City and you look at some of these teams, and they've got like Haaland. You look at Liverpool. They got Gakpo. They got all these you got what I mean. They got top players. I think when we came up against City, I just felt that nah, he's just not the man. Like you look at Haaland on one side, and then the other side we got Nketiah. Just weren't cutting it. Do you get me?
What about Tammy Abraham? Is that a striker that excites you? Would you take him? No, he's not cutting it.
He's not because the thing with Tammy, yeah, don't get me wrong, he probably is decent and he does his thing, but I think Arsenal have always had prolific strikers. We've always had bad boy strikers, innit? From Henry, Aubameyang, even you look at it, Robin van Persie. We've always had bad boy strikers. Tammy, look at Calvert-Lewin. Everyone was going mad for Calvert-Lewin. Look at him now, he's injured again, not doing that. And so imagine if we went and got Calvert. Do you get me? I just think
Sorry, it's your pronunciations. I was trying to say Calvin Klein.
Calvin Klein. Imagine if we went and got Calvin Klein model, doing up skirts and whatever he wants to do, and that mine's not focused on the football. You get me? Which is fair enough, do your thing in it, but he's just not banging goals at the minute. Do you get me? So we need that prolific madman. When we had I forgot about Sanchez. We need we haven't replaced them. We had we've always had a madman. Do you get me? And maybe Jesus might be the madman because yes, he's not, but he's back now. He's got the feet. All he needs to do is add the goals, isn't it? Yeah. So he might potentially, you never know. Or even Gabriel Martinelli. I said to man, when we first signed Martinelli, didn't even see him play, but I was chatting shit anyway. I was like, yeah, he's the new Sanchez. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even see the kick to ball yet.
Sometimes you could just, you could just see it within the player,
Yeah, so you never know. You never know. We might not actually buy one. We might actually have one in the club, innit? But we need the new madman, and I just think Nketiah is not gonna be that guy. Balogun looks like he's got it in him to come back and be the madman. Do you get what I'm saying? But I just don't know, man. I just don't know. Some of these players are lacking that, that air of world class feel. The with Aguero and them man and Suarez. That they just had that air of just that they were sick. Sanchez even, you just knew he was just a madman. You just knew he was sick. We just ain't got that. We ain't got that, and we need that.
Yeah. Do you think Ivan Toney, because obviously there's been a lot of talk about Ivan Toney from a few seasons ago. Does he give you a bit of that, or still not that?
I don't know. He could do, but Ivan Toney, I think I don't know. He could. I don't know. I was never really a fan of Ivan Toney. I know he does his thing for Brentford, and he's got this penalty run he's on at the minute. But I was never really thinking, he's mad sick, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? He can't really even get into the English team, into the England team, which I think is a bit nuts as well. Even Rashford's showing form. You see, how Rashford's showing form. If he could do that week in, week out without fail, and you knew he was always going to be on that, that's the kind of player you want. That's going to come, that is going to create goals, isn't it? Do a mad thing. That's also going to uplift the crowd as well as just putting the ball in the back of the net. He's got that star factor in it, and I think that's what we need. I think we just need that star factor striker that just can links into the team with how it all plays and how we're playing. And then, that's it. Yeah, these potential guys, I ain't got time for potential.
The written solidified thing.
Yeah, don't even just don't know, man. We've always just had bad boy strikers shot.
I hear that.
Yeah, this guy goal drought business, you know what I mean? It's not cutting it. Even when we had Giroud used to turn up and do his thing.
Well, I was going to say, because I think he did mention that he wants to do it again in the Prem.
Who, Giroud does?
Yeah. Would you take him back at Arsenal?
Nah, not after he was dissing, man, when they won the Europa League against us. No way. Giroud's Arsenal credit's done out now, man. He was cussing us, posting up videos and that. Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tired Gunnosaurus is just confirming that it was actually a disallowed goal for Manham, our Arsenal lady. So I'm presuming the score still stands at 2-0 to the Arsenal women, if this is correct.
Them out.
But I haven't got any updates right here on my phone just yet. I've only got the half time. Big up Saka Brand saying, hey, Charlene, I just want to say thank you very much, Super Mike Arteta. Come on, you Gunners. London is always red. You know the vibes, baby.
Yeah, come on, yeah.
And we need to give Arteta a big shout out because today is actually his 100th Premier League win as well.
Yeah,
so congratulations to Arteta.
All them Arteta out boys are in hiding at the minute.
In it, what you not saying now, fam?
Because I was never Arteta out. Like I always wanted to give man a chance. Like even when we was losing, because you think Arteta out. Who do we go and get?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Man, will like big up man like Doug. Come on, 7 cameos. You know, 7 cameos. Yeah, shout out. But it's like, who do we go and get? Look at everyone that was like, oh, Conte. Look at what's happening at Tottenham.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, and then you get certain managers, they don't sit still. Like, so it's like, let's say we had gone and got who's Real Madrid's manager? What's his name? Was Everton's manager at one point?
Ancelotti.
Yeah, let's say we went and got Ancelotti. As soon as that Real Madrid job came up, he would have been gone.
Exactly.
You know, like, and then maybe we might have lost Arteta to somebody else. So
and then I'll go and do a madness somewhere else.
This is what I'm saying. So I think we're just lucky. We should be blessed. We should be grateful. We've got a big manager that's also a long-term manager. I feel like he could potentially be an Arsenal manager for a long time.
That's what I want.
Yeah. That's what we
never, ever want to let you go. Sorry, I'm clearly in a singing mood tonight.
Yeah. Everything you're trying to turn into vocals, like, never really want to let you go.
Tell me what you're feeling, because I want to know.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to go, uh-oh.
You can do that.
Uh-oh.
Around, you know I'm down. I'll be that band who keeps you around.
Why do you always confuse me? I never know what song you're singing. These times I think you're singing Lumidi. I don't even know what you're singing there either.
It was Lumidi, but I'm remixing it into like a song. Like I'll be that fan. Instead of I'll be that girl, I'll be that fan.
Gotcha. You gave it that Arteta mix, yeah?
Yeah. The remix, baby. You should know about remixes.
Yeah. I'm always remixing something. You get me?
Literally. Big up to 7 there. SJH Films is saying Martinelli, Trossard, and Saka. Or Martinelli, Jesus, and Saka.
Martinelli, Trossard, and Saka. Or Martinelli, Jesus, and Saka. I don't mind. Nah, they all work, innit? Like,
as in the front three.
Yeah, the front three, they all work. We was playing Martinelli, Jesus, and Saka before we got Trossard and before Jesus got injured, and it was doing bits like, Trossard, Martinelli. It's whatever, innit?
Exactly. They're all quality, mate. You could literally flip a coin and say, right, who's doing what?
Yeah. But that's sick though. Like, you know, the fact that we've got players that they can all fit in and do their thing is, listen.
Which is
Mohammed, this is what I'm talking about, B. Let's try and get
awesome, man.
But the thing with Ozzy, man, is he just having a one-hit wonder season though, man?
Don't know. Can he come and do it in the Prem?
This is the thing. But he has been banging for a few seasons, but like, I don't know. I saw some of his goals the other day, and I saw like this brother scoring amazing goals, bro. Like, I don't know if it's just like, is it just the Obia is working with him at the minute and that, you know? Like, I don't know. Like, he's in his bag at the moment. You get me?
I'm just in my zone.
Mm-hmm.
Papa K Darko is saying Thomas Partey is my player of the season already. Listen, we love Thomas Partey. Like, we see the qualities and the strength that he brings in that midfield. Absolutely fundamental player, mate.
Big player, bro. Listen, and you know what? I feel like officially we can dead the Casemiro versus Partey conversation, because man have been banging on, these United fans have been banging on about who's better. Casemiro's world class, he's this and he's that. Listen, Partey just goes about his business silently, does the damn thing, and he's proving it week in, week out why he is the best CDM in the Prem at the minute on levels. I would say him, Rodri. Yeah, Casemiro is up there, but I'd say at the moment, Partey and Rodri are like up there right now.
100% different class, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Mohammed, Arsenal has chance to win the league. Absolutely, we definitely
100%.
do.
100%.
Shah, stop gassing so hard on AFTV. Let them gas us up. Listen, I can't help but gas up the team. Yeah, this team just excite me so much. Like, I'm gonna express how I'm feeling, and make me feel I'm gonna express it.
Listen, Arsenal right now. Listen, all the hard shit and the headache and the pain we've been through. Everyone has every right to be like gassed and excited about what's going on at the minute. So if we want to gas up the team now.
Innit? Let's see it, fam. We've got Harry Kane here saying Arsenal's biggest mistake was releasing Harry Kane. Got some Tottenham fans in here.
Listen, like, I don't know. Harry Kane, to be fair, I think it was a good thing we released him, because we wouldn't have won no FA Cup. That brother's cursed. Tell you now, Harry Kane is cursed, mate. Listen, he couldn't do it in the playoff promotion against the Championship side or League One side he was with. Can't do it at Tottenham. How many finals have they been to? Can't do it there. Just give it up, mate.
Innit? Harry Kane, you never win a trophy, says Mickey Cartel.
This is what I'm saying.
SJH Films is saying Vlahovic is that mad striker that we need, which we have been linked to quite a few times.
Yeah, he is, but he didn't want to come, so let him go on.
Sadiq Kamara is saying we don't need Ivan, we need help for Saka, which we are bringing in help. I mean,
who's Ivan?
Ivan Toney.
Oh yeah. We need help. Yeah, listen, players are gonna come. You know what? They were looking for wingers, innit? So but they've also got Trossard. Trossard can play on the right, so he's good, man.
Exactly, across the whole front three, Trossard can play.
Yeah. Plus we got Reece Nelson. I think they will extend Reece Nelson's contract.
Yeah.
And then I think if he carries on playing the way he's going on, I think Arsenal would then invest heavily on midfield. And then maybe a striker.
Yeah. There's a little debate going here between Mickey and Harry Kane. A major trophy, Audi Cup don't count either. Yeah. And then Harry Kane's coming back with, we're still top 4, bro.
Just about. How this is the thing, Tottenham fans, right? Tottenham fans are cool for them because they're so desperate to be accepted in amongst the big boy chat. You know, like when when the older brothers are having a conversation, you're like the little brother, but you want to come in and you be in, and then like when there's a little opening, you say you're a bit, and they might give you a little spud down and say, little bro's funny and that, and then they turn away and then carry on chatting. That is Tottenham. They're so like desperate to be involved, and be like the big bros, but they just ain't got it like that. Like even my man saying, "Oh well, we're still top 4." Like right now, I wouldn't be chucking those words out there and chucking those lines out there, knowing that Newcastle's on your tail. Liverpool, then I don't even think they are top 4. I think Liverpool are above them, or they might just have gone above Liverpool with the win that they had. Like top 4 is not a given for them this season, so I would not be chatting no crud or on any hype, because they could then Tottenham have got potential to go on a 3-game losing streak right straight away. Do you get what I mean?
Literally. And just to confirm that, so Tottenham is currently sitting in 4th place on 48 points, but Newcastle are behind them in 5th place on 44 points with 2 games in hand. So I wouldn't say you're securely top 4 at all, mate. And then Liverpool is sitting in 6th place on 42 points with a game in hand to Tottenham. So that answers that.
You know what I'm saying? So Tottenham's out here getting cocky, mate. They could be playing Europa next season.
Better sit back down. How you mean?
It must be bunning them. You know what must be so hard for Tottenham fans to take right now is that in their time when they thought they were in their most successful period in terms of the squad, and like they won the transfer window in the summer. Like they were giving each other pats and high fives for the transfer window they had. And then like thinking that they're on new stadium, thinking they're on the verge of being this big, great club, and then it just all just capitulate, and then Arsenal be top of the league. And in Arsenal's worst period, they've still managed to be more successful than Tottenham. That in our worst period, we've still managed to win a charity shield and 2 FA Cups, while Tottenham have had the best team and the best front three of their lives. You know what I mean? Like
literally.
Man were telling me Kudelevsky, Harry Kane, and Song were the best front three in world football.
They had a lot.
What man was saying to me, you know.
Yep.
Like PSG ain't got Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe. Like, I was like, are you man for sure? You get me?
Mate.
You know, like it's crazy, and like the way that they just Tottenham must just hurt like Tottenham fans' hearts like in a mad way, bro.
Boy, we see it from expressions all the time.
always shouting at the camera. He's always
oh mate.
He's always upset.
Literally. Big up to our Arsenal women, who it's currently playing on the 77th minute, and they are currently leading 4-0 against Reading. I have actually got the goal scorers here as well. So we got Little, who scored a penalty on the 4th minute. Manon, who scored on the 44th minute. Then an own goal by Mitchell on the 47th minute. And Leah Williamson scored on the 69th minute. So currently it is 4-0 to our Arsenal women against Reading.
They're just getting bust up out here. This is what we do, you know. But Arsenal, the Arsenal women's team, they're kind of like what, 3rd or 4th in the table, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I think, is it United's top or something?
I think United's currently leading. Let me just quickly get up the WSL table, and I can confirm that. Oops, not the fixtures. All right, so the table as it stands is Chelsea are top of the table with 37 points. They've played 14 games. Man United have played 15 games, and they are second on 35 points. Then it's Man City, who have played 15 games on 35 points. And Arsenal are 4th, played 14 games, are currently on 32 points.
Oh, it's close.
Yep.
It is close. Come on, Arsenal.
Come on, women. Let's go.
Come on, get in there.
Graham Robb, LOL, even Millwall didn't want Kane.
This and it. Kane, you know what? Kane's like his whole career, like I'm not even dissing Kane because he's done his thing, but it must be mad. Like you think even Shearer's got a prem. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you look at some of the greats in English football, some of them have gone away with something. Like Gerrard maybe never won the Prem, but he's got Champions League and FA Cups. Do you get what I mean? Like everyone, I don't know anyone that's been considered world class in the Premier League or as an English player that's not won anything.
Exactly. Well, now you do.
Yeah, now we do. Kane. But I think Kane could go United next season still.
You reckon? You can see that happening, yeah?
I see it happening.
Oh, mate, this one made me laugh, Mikey, yeah? Conte said being in the top 4 is like Spurs winning the Premier League. I must say, when I heard that, I was
laughing. Conte don't care no more. He's hella disrespectful, but it's true though.
No, I was actually laughing at this. This is true.
Because when Mourinho said that United, his greatest thing that he done at United was finishing second in the league, and people thought he was dissing. It was true. Like with the squad he had and finishing second was a mad achievement. Conte's looking at this squad and how bad they are, and not being able to be able that he plays a certain way, and with the right players, his formula wins, innit? Yeah. These players ain't good enough to play the way that he wants to set up as a manager, innit? And really, it shouldn't be about the manager adapting and changing his whole philosophy for a crap team, innit? Do you get what I mean? Like, you got to get the players that fit into his system. Do you get what I'm saying? And they just don't. And like, top 4, if he was to achieve top 4, mate, he's done big things. He could walk away from Tottenham.
Maybe one son.
Yeah, like he could walk away from Tottenham saying, listen, you go to the next club and they'll be like, so what have you done? What have you done recently? Be like, listen, I finished top 4 with Tottenham, and they'll be like, what?
It was like winning the Premier League.
Hey, listen, put him on 300 bags a week. We need him. He's the man. He's the man to see us through it.
With their front three of Kane, Son.
That's a mad front three, you know. Like, I think Kane goes, Song turns into a different animal. But I think Song now most probably would want out, I reckon. I don't think Song wants to stay at Tottenham. Don't get me wrong, the stadium is the attraction. Like, they've got this big old stadium. But, you know, like, other than that, what else is keeping any player at Tottenham?
Exactly.
I
agree with you.
Yeah.
Saka saying, I can't say that loud yet, but we are the champions. I have been waiting for this 19 years. Come on, Arsenal. We all with you. I mean, sorry, Man United fans. 7 hug. Listen, we've been waiting so long.
That man hasn't even seen Arsenal raise the Premier League title. You get me?
Exactly. Big up to Samuel as well. Thank you for the super chat, saying Charlene is gorgeous and her goal celebrations in watch-alongs are superb. Oh, that's so sweet of you, Samuel. Thank you so much. It's just like the passion.
And then go on, Samuel. Come in with the smooth chat and that. You know what I'm saying?
Jeez. Oh, mate. Doug, it's been so long since we've actually done any score predictions.
I know.
You still ain't done your forfeit.
Well, listen, this week we're doing it. Like, this week we're getting it done. I will have my wig for the next show. All
right. Now, you better have it for the next week's show. So you're allowed to have a wig. I want a nice long length one. Jerry curls.
Yeah, all of that. I might go for the Jerry curl thing though, you know.
You're gonna go for it?
Yeah, why not?
You know that, on Coming to America when he sits on the sofa and he puts his hair back and then when he gets that big grease patch.
Just let your soul glow. You know, like the So the Soul Glow advert kills me every time.
Yes, I want them sort of Jerry curls.
Yeah, I used to have them, that kind of hair back in the day still.
Did you? Send me a picture.
Yeah, man, listen, I told man I used to have like all of that straight little curly hair thing, you get me?
That is joke.
Back in the day, nah, I'm lying, I'm trying shit. My head's always been that afro-y picky.
Oh, you give me jokes. Ashake saying, hey guys, sorry I was late. I'm just a bit bored tonight. Well, if you're bored, come and join us. We'll keep you.
Yeah, what about the Ashake? Shake's been moving mad. Like, all of a sudden, man start these things and start moving big time on us, you know. Normally, man's always here chatting with us.
Isn't it? Tuesday got a win. You know, it's like, yeah, man, I'm bored.
Big. Now he's moving all big. Tuesday, Chelsea starts spending bread. All of a sudden, he don't want to chat. He's just moving all. Sorry, peeps. I've just been busy. Give him man that busy tone, yeah?
Innit? You better come check us, yo. Godfrey Camwine is saying, what? Charlie, you didn't tell me to subscribe on your YouTube channel. I have just subscribed now. I have been watching you on AFTV only. I don't know that you have yours. Oh, thank you so much for subscribing, Godfrey. And everyone else who's joining us as well, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button. But honestly, thank you so much. We really appreciate your support and being joined by all of you on this live and all the other lives and all the other content that we do. So thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Come on, Godfrey.
And Moses, Charlene, I was born in 2003. I didn't know we won the league, but yeah, Champions League is our main stage. You know the vibes, yo. You're about to see us lift the trophy soon. Don't watch that.
Listen, we got it because they robbed us. They've robbed us a couple times. Like, I'm hoping that they overturn the Barcelona Champions League that they won against us when Lensman got sent off because of the whole corruption thing. They need to give that one to us. know what I mean? They need to give that one to us. So listen, we need to. We've been robbed a few times in the finals and in the build out, and I think we definitely need a Champions League medal just to shut everybody up.
Exactly, which we will get. We got Nketiah.
Arteta is the man to do it. I think Wenger never really would build the squad good enough after like the Robin van Persie squad, and we sold him. That made it to the semis. Was it the semis when he kicked the ball and got the second yellow?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the semis. That weren't the final. That was the semis, isn't it? Against Barcelona yet again, yeah. I just think, he's not really built a squad big enough. I think Arteta is the man that can actually build the squad good enough to compete in the Champions League.
Yes, I agree. And Graham saying, Ashake, brother.
Hey, Graham. Hello, Graham. How are you doing today, my friend?
I'm loving the accent. All right. So, are we going to do some predictions, Doug?
What's this for next week? Yeah.
Yeah, for next week's fixtures. I mean, maybe we should go over the previous fixtures that we done, which was, a couple weeks ago. Well,
yeah, let's go over it just to see what Guan, innit? Do you get me?
Just to see how much you lost by potentially.
Was it me that lost, or was it you that lost?
I honestly do not check these fixtures unless I'm with you in the company of everyone else.
Was it me that lost, or was it you that lost? I don't know.
We're about to find out. So it was game week 24 where we played away to Aston Villa.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get those results up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I believe you wrote these down as well. Did you put on any bets?
Oh, no, I was going to do it before I went on tour, but then I didn't. Should have. But I don't think it would have worked anyway because I don't feel like I haven't checked it, but I just don't feel like man's close. Yeah, I just don't feel like it's up there.
No, I hear that, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying. Right, let's go back.
Mm-hmm.
Game week 23, game week 24. Here we are. All right, cool. Let's get into this. So, the first fixture you predicted, which we predicted, was Aston Villa versus Arsenal. So we both actually predicted the same result, which was a 2-1 Arsenal win. And the full-time result was a 4-2 Arsenal win.
Oh, come on, man.
1 point for that one.
Yeah.
All right. The next one was Brentford versus Crystal Palace. You predicted a Brentford win of 2-1. And I predicted a 2-2 draw. And the full-time result was a 1-1 draw. Wow, 1 point.
So you get the point. It begins. The skullduggery begins.
I hear you breathing heavy like again. All right. The next fixture is Wolves versus Bournemouth, which resulted in a 1-0 Bournemouth win.
Yeah.
You predicted 2-0 Wolves. Oh, I predicted 1-0 to Wolves. But it was Bournemouth that one.
I feel like in some of these you went against the grain on some of them. Like you did. I thought that was going to be one of them that you did actually pick Bournemouth.
Yeah. Why didn't I pick that? Mate. Next one is Brighton v Fulham. Now, you went for a 3-2 Brighton win, and I went for a 3-2 Fulham win, and the full-time result was 1-0 to Fulham.
Yeah.
I get a point here.
That was one of them, yeah.
All right. Next one was Everton versus Leeds. You went for a 2-0 Everton win, and I went for a goalless game. Mate. So, Everton actually won 1-0. So you get 2 points because you got the win and the clean sheet. And do I get a clean sheet? I get nothing.
No, you don't. Don't try. No, fam. Don't try for points. Keep it easy. I was like, and do I get a
Like a son. That is joke.
Are you trying it? Always trying it.
Mate. All right. Next one is Chelsea versus Southampton. You predicted a 3-1 Southampton win, and I predicted a 3-0 Chelsea win. Oh, and Southampton got a 1-0 win.
I knew it.
Jeez, you get 1 point. Right. I think you may have overtaken me.
I think I have.
Oh, jeez. Next one.
2 points on this one.
Nottingham Forest versus Man City. Now, the full-time result for that game was a 1-1 draw. I remember I was happy and celebrating that Man City.
Oh, yeah.
That was last weekend.
How far back we've gone?
The weekend before, sorry. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You predicted a 4-0 Man City win, and I predicted a 3-0 Man City win. And I'm happy that we were both wrong on that.
Yeah. That's the late equalizer, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'll happily take that L. I am not complaining about that one at all.
Yeah, come on.
The next one was Newcastle versus Liverpool, and we both predicted the same thing, which is a 2-2 draw. The full-time result was a 2-0 Liverpool win, and there was also a red card for a Newcastle player in that game as well.
Yeah,
so,
you got that wrong.
Mate, on that one. And then the next one, Man U versus Leicester City. You predicted a 2-1 Man U win, and I predicted a 3-1 Man U win, and the result was 3-0 to Man U. If I had 3-0, I'd have got a clean 4 points.
I know. You would have been gone.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Literally. All right. Now, the final fixture is Tottenham versus West Ham, which resulted in a 2-0 Tottenham win. You predicted a 2-2 draw, and I predicted a 2-1 West Ham win.
Oh,
neither of us get any points on that one.
So I won this week.
Oh, have you been sitting there tallying up, Doug?
Nah, I'm just thinking like I'm ahead. I feel like I'm ahead.
All right, so you got.
I feel like I'm ahead of you, B.
Oh.
Yeah, see. I could tell from your listen, you ain't tallying up with that energy at the minute.
I know, like I normally do on a weekly basis. Oh, mate. Well, I can confirm that you got a total of 5 points.
Yeah.
And I got a total of 4 points. So it was really, really close. Jeez. So, yeah, Doug, you are the winner.
Hey! I just want to rap.
Jeez, got everything going on.
Come on. See, it was late. You know where it is? Sometimes when you're just picking these predictions and doing what you need to do, yeah, it just comes to my head. Like, I don't really think about it or overthink it too hard. I just really go with the flow of it, and it just comes, and whatever comes, I just pick it. You get me? I can't help it. And, like, yeah, that's why I win. You know what I'm saying? So,
mate, this is your first win in how many? Saying it like this is a casual thing.
Listen, sometimes it is. When I win, it is cash. But this is why whenever I win, I do this. And this is why I never win again, because I'm always like cocky when I win. And then it messes me up for the rest of the other games that I play.
Mate, never mind. Well, listen, celebrate your wins. We know as Arsenal fans that when we win, we like to celebrate big, yo. So have your time, homie. I'm at
put some champagne and that in a little piece when we're done recording and that, and do my thing. You get me?
Yeah, all popping, yo. Why not?
Why not? That's it.
Oh, mate, which means I have got a forfeit.
Oh, yes.
Did you forget?
Oh, no, I didn't forget. I just haven't got one prepared for you.
That's fine. I mean,
was there some great win, Shah? What a win. Thank you for supporting my brother-in-law in buying his bar.
Hey,
oh, come on. Love the fact you're supporting him. Come on, B.
Oh, big up to Ronnie Kana.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us. And yeah, let me just say, my Bay trainers that I wear for running, I am not even joking. They are the most comfortable trainers ever, because I do like a lot of long distance running on a regular basis. And normally, I'll be so real, I get like blisters like on the side of my foot where I'm just constantly running. And since I've been running in my Bay trainers, I don't get no blisters. I don't get any discomfort. Like, they are honestly the most comfortablest trainers to run long distance in. Like, I absolutely love them.
You're gonna have to send me a link because I need some gym trainers still.
Trust me.
Are they like running trainers, like gym trainers? Like, yeah.
They're for running, and honestly, they are the most comfortablest trainers ever.
Yeah.
Like, of all my running trainers that I've worn, like, these are the best. They're so comfortable. Because there's nothing worse than when you're running and then like you start getting like your feet hurting, or you know the trainer rubbing on your foot.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
The worst feeling. Like, you need proper running trainers to run in still. I'm gonna have to check these Bahi. Were they Bahi out? Is it Bahi?
Do you know, I say Bay trainers. I may be pronouncing it wrong, but I say Bay.
Bay.
What's the pronunciation? Let us know. I just say Bay trainers. They're literally my Bay. I love them. I'm just in love.
I'm making up your own prayer. I'm making up your own tickets. You guys look there. You know what they are, literally. But you know what? The way you train them, always out there doing up something, B.
Literally. Oh, I love it, Shah. That's what I want to hear. Come on, promote to us Gunners. Hopefully, see you at the next home game. Yeah, it'd be absolutely lovely to meet you, Ronnie. And he is confirming it's Bahi. Okay.
Bahi. That's what I said.
You actually pronounced it right, Doug.
Pronounced it right. You know what I'm saying? Bahi.
Okay. Bahi.
You say man was just away on holiday doing that little language thing. That's why I'm just getting it. You know what I'm saying? I knew what it was. I knew. You know, every time I look at myself on the screen, I just think, bloody hell, Doug, you're dark, you know?
Yeah, no, your tan looks so beautiful, Doug.
Man is looking block, but we move anyway. We move.
It looks nice. You just look nice and healthy. Like you've got that sun on your skin.
Yeah, but you know how much lighting I got in it. You know how much lighting I got going on in there. Yeah, I got better lighting going on in there, and man is still block. Like anyway, it is where it is. We move.
So you're actually more tan than we can actually see.
Hopefully next week I'll be a lot lighter. Huh?
I said you're actually more tanned than what we can actually see.
Yeah, like, when I saw my mum the other day and she was like, wow, you're black.
Yeah, bro, you've been on holiday.
Yeah, I was in that African sun, B, you know.
Jeez, do you want to tell us where you were?
I was in Egypt.
Ooh.
Yeah. No, Egypt was good, man. It was good. It was like one of them little getaway things. But listen, look how man's coming back now. Look at it. You get me?
Nice.
Look.
Big up to all our Indonesian Gunners.
Come on, big up Indonesia.
Exactly. All of our worldwide fan bases. Big up and sending love to you all. D Money is saying, yo, Shah. Yo, D Money.
Yo, D Money. What you saying, D Man? He sound like any American hustler. You know, they're hustler women that just hustling, man. You got any money for me, D Man?
I got to adapt to the username, you know.
It was the shake of the head and that. It was like, yeah, D Money.
Saying, fam.
Got any money for me, D Money?
That is jokes. I didn't even know you had a channel. Just subscribed and followed on Insta. Oh, thank you so much, Ronnie. Really appreciate the support. Oh,
big up, friends.
Innit? Hi, how are you? Come on, you Gunners. Big up to Luca AFC as well.
Yeah.
Listen, our Gooner family.
Come on, all you Gooners.
Innit?
Yeah, I mean. I feel like we should just start a chant in there, get everyone in the room and start doing like a little Mick Arteta chant or something. Do you get no trick? Get all the Gooners in here and be like, all of us. Nah.
All right, let's do this. All the Gooners in the chat, throw up some red love hearts, yeah? All the Gooners.
Yeah,
let's go. Do you think we will win the league despite April run of games? of Liverpool, West Ham, Chelsea, Newcastle, Man City away. Yes, of course. Listen, we got in the team, yo.
Like, I think, listen, all them games, yeah, like we've spoken about, but I know Lucas maybe just came in it. Like, you look at all of those games, like, we've got some sort of vendetta. Like, you think Newcastle away, we're going to want to prove a point because we lost there. They bullied us last season when we went there. Plus, they came to us and did that whole madness they did for the 0-0 draw. Yeah. West Ham, I don't think is like, I'm not going to cast
them. They're in a relegation battle.
Yeah, they're in a relegation battle. I think they're not really playing as well as they was. Chelsea are getting things going, but Chelsea, we always beat Chelsea for some reason. I think they're not ready. Chelsea's not actually played a team that played the way we play yet. Do you get me? They played Dortmund, they got through that game, but I think we're just going to be a bit too much for them. It is the Liverpool and the Man City game, really. Yeah. Not writing off the other games or saying they're easy 3 points or disrespecting them, but I think the Liverpool Man City games are the games where we need the points.
Yeah, 100%. Keep those love hearts coming in. I feel like we are really going to surprise everyone because people probably ain't expecting us to win at the Etihad, and I've just got this strong feeling. Like how I predicted today's game to be a 3-0 win, and we got it. Like, I just feel like we're just going to get that win at the Etihad.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to have a fully strong squad. I feel like Jesus is going to be there and he's going to be highly charged. I think Trossard's going to go there in form. I think Zinchenko's not going to be so emotional like he was in the last game. You know what I mean? When we played them in the FA Cup and he was just a bit emotional. I think, I just think we've got the team to be able to surprise them. And I think that's where it is. I feel like we got it. They're not been great. They've been doing their thing, but they're not been great. And I think if we could beat them to go however many points that will put us would be mad.
Yeah, absolutely. Lucas saying, I think we will win 9 out of 11 games. I don't think we'll beat City, but we draw Liverpool.
But even 9 out of the 11 is enough to win the league.
Exactly. It is.
We think we're 5 points clear. You got to think, technically, City have to win every game.
Yep.
Innit? You pretty much think if they drop points, it's pretty much over. Like, because then you think if they drop another game or they draw a game, then technically, let's say we go 8 points clear and they draw them at 7 points clear, we would have to lose. We'd have to lose 2 games and draw a game in order for them to catch us. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yep, exactly.
And look, we've lost 2 games all season.
Has it been 2 games that we've lost?
Was it 3? We lost to United. We lost to United and we lost to Everton. We've only lost 2, innit?
Oh yeah.
And we drew.
Oh, wow.
And then we drew Newcastle, and we drew to. I think we've drawn 2, lost 2. So in the last, if that's what we've done over the whole of the season, I don't really think we're just going to go into the last bit of the last 10 games of the season and then lose 3 on the bounce. We haven't lost, like, do you get what I mean?
Exactly.
So I don't know, man. I just think, but I feel like Man City have got a slip up in them.
Exactly. Like they have been, because they've lost more games than us. Yesterday, look at yesterday's game as well against Palace.
They weren't great and they just about beat Palace.
Exactly.
They're just like, I think what is saving Pep at the moment is that he's playing 4 centre-backs at the back, which makes his team very defensively strong. Like, they're all units. Like, we've seen what Ake's done against Saka where he stops him playing. Do you get what I mean? Which many defenders haven't been able to do. So it's like, it just shows how strong they are defensively. And I think that's what's saving them, that they'll defend strongly till they can score a goal. But they're not blowing teams away. They're not playing like the Pep way of football where they've like just been tiki-taka blowing teams. They're not literally, they're just scraping their games and using the experience to get them through.
Literally, that is exactly what they are doing. Ashake is saying, I hope so, but I don't think if it's going to work. So it looks like my life is in the dumpster since I haven't got any friends in college. I guess he must be talking about something to do with Chelsea. And Ashake, don't worry about not having friends in college. I mean, you've got us. And you know, just try and create some social circles or just get talking to someone. Step out of your comfort zone. Just get talking to someone. Football always brings people together. So maybe even just discuss football with someone in college and hopefully you get some friends. So don't be down in the dumps.
Plus, everyone in the every time we're on, you got the people in the the group chat that we're all becoming acquainted with and building relationships. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys, if anything, also in the comments, put your Instagram pages in there so you can all follow each other, innit? Like, do you get me? Build those little bonds and relationships. You get me? Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
Well said, Doug.
Yeah, we all got each other, mate. Don't watch nothing, fam.
Exactly. It's all love out here.
Yeah.
Ronnie's saying, massive win today, guys. Do you think Trossard is the signing of the season? I think he could be so important to us in the business end of the season. Your thoughts?
Yeah, well, like we said, Trossard literally is like, it's one of them ones. I feel like with all our signings, even though we cussed Edu for not getting, and I did in previous shows, a few shows back, I was cussing Edu for not being able to get the big deals over the line, innit? And I said it's worrying, like whatever. But I think what they have managed to do is the second choices have been really very good second choices, like Jorginho, Trossard. And yeah, Trossard is most probably a very sick signing. Like almost when we didn't get Mudryk, I think Trossard was the signing that everyone most probably, we all called it as maybe it's a no-brainer, innit? Did you get me? Like, yeah, man, he's been massive. The best signing of the season, I don't know.
Because there's Jesus as well, Zinchenko,
listen, I think people listen, Zinchenko is keeping Tini out of the team. Do you get me? It says a lot because Tini is actually a good player. I think the way that the system's changed, I feel sorry for Tini because he's not technically that great in terms of his passing to be able to play that inverted left back role that Zinchenko plays. But he is definitely still a great left back in it and whatever. But it just shows you how good Zinchenko is.
And Ronnie, I can see why you'd sort of put this as a shout, like, is Trossard the signing of the season with just the way he's just come into the team, the way he's just gelled so well, the way he just delivers, like even today after coming back after missing a few games, and he gets 3 assists in the first half of the game, man of the match performance. I can see why you would say that, but like Doug is saying, like, all of our signings have been quality and they all make sense.
Yeah.
Even though they've been second choices, actually they've been the best choices. And I'm actually glad and happy that the other signings didn't work out, because I think we've actually got a much better deal to have these Premier League proven signings that have just come and they're ready. They ain't got to adapt to the Premier League because they've been playing in it, their experience. And I think that is actually working in our favour for where we're at this season, and in us, winning the Premier League title.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, they're all like Jorginho experience, Trossard experience. Do you get what I'm saying? Like you don't have to question. Like with almost with Mudryk, I think we was getting carried away with like the footage and like the hype around him, but we never really knew how good he was or how he was going to adapt to the Prem. And I think the first game kind of gassed everyone up, where he kind of, he beat Milner in a race. Like, Milner's not the quickest player, is it? You know what I'm saying? So we all got a bit gassed and thought like a bit, but when the dust settles and you actually check it, he's not. He has to acclimatize. He's not ready in it. And we've got someone in Trossard, with it being at top of the league in the position we're in. We don't need a player that's not ready. We need someone that's more than ready, good to go, and that's what we got. And he's showing, because he's been able to carry that Brighton form over to Arsenal.
Straight in.
Yeah, straight in, because he knows all the teams. Like, you think he knows, like, and the thing is, he's also looking at the teams, understanding them from a different manager's perspective. He was working with Graham Potter and how Graham Potter may be set up for some of these teams, and where he saw like vulnerabilities in these teams' defenses and stuff like that. Trossard's got that information. Then he's gone to Arsenal.
Yeah.
And he's getting the information that Arteta's giving him. So he's doubly clued up on, like, from different perspectives, how to play against these teams. So It is a masterclass signing, which whether it was accidental or they were meant to, who knows? But they've done it, and it shows. Like, the way he was cutting my man up at the back today against the Fulham left back, right? He cut him up bare times.
Literally.
Every time he knew, but it looked like it wasn't. It's like he knew to do that. Do you get what I'm saying? When you watch it back, he steps in and cuts him. It's like he maybe knew there was a weakness there. Delivered the ball every time and on the money every time. So that it just shows you that we definitely hit the money with that signing, and he's going to be vital. Rest of the season, you think he could maybe end the season on 7-8 like assists or whatever and a couple goals because he's just slotted in that well.
Exactly, perfectly there. Question here as well from Jays to our Prince saying, who's that first person you'll contact straight after we win the league? Mate, oh my God. I think I need to gather my emotions before I contact. I don't know.
Yeah. I think I'll contact the off license first of all to buy that champagne bottle and
get that Henny, baby.
Yeah, or it might even be like a rival fan. Like I might ring up like one of my Liverpool boys that have been chatting crap, or some of the United man that have been on my line and just be like, "We did it, we did it." Like, you know what I mean? And you know what? I don't know. Like the games are ticking down quick and fast. We're still ahead. It's like at what point do we win the league? Like, do we win it on the final day? Is it going to come down to the final game? Like when you actually look at the fixtures, our final games, I think we've got Forest at home, or is it Forest away? I think
the final game is Wolves. We're at home to Wolves.
We're at home to Wolves, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's mad. I don't know. Hopefully, it don't come to the Wolves game.
I've got a feeling it might for some reason.
Yeah,
like
we're 2 points ahead. United, City win, they win it by 1. We got a must-win game. A draw's not gonna cut it or the goal difference. It's like, I could see after that. And Wolves being a must-win game, like, I could. Could you imagine the drama? I don't even want to think about it.
As you're describing it, Doug, I'm actually feeling the emotion of that game.
Yeah, the emotion. Could you imagine not winning the league on the final day?
No, I can't imagine it.
Because we lost it on goal difference because maybe we drew with Wolves and City went beat whoever their game. But I actually think City have got a hard game. Like the game before, then they got a hard game as the last game of the season. I think their last game of the season could be something like Newcastle away.
I have a feeling it was Newcastle as well.
Yeah, I think they got Newcastle away, so I don't think City have got an easy. Yeah, I don't think they've got an easy run. I'm trying to check it now really quickly, but so it could come down to a lot of things, man. But I just want us to be able to just get it over the line and get it done, man. Let's just do the damn thing.
It's gonna be a big season, massive season. Let's just see what that final game of the season is gonna be.
It is City's final game of the season is away to Brentford.
Oh, is it away to Brentford?
They're away to Brentford, but then the build up to that away to Brentford game is they got Chelsea at home. They got Chelsea, Everton away, Leeds. They've only really got City. They've only really got Liverpool, us, and then Chelsea as their 3 hard games. I don't think, City have got a kind of a good run here. Well, you never know. They got Brighton away. They got Leicester at home. Then they got a few games till they play us. Then they got Fulham away, Leeds at home, Everton away. Everton better do something. Then they got Chelsea at home. That game there could be the banana skin Chelsea game,
The Chelsea are they away to Chelsea? Sorry,
Chelsea go to the Etihad, but I just think if Chelsea find some form of form, that could be a bit of a banana skin.
Ashake, speak to your team. That's when they need to step up.
And then pan up, spend all this money, bruv. They better go there and score instant hat trick straight away. Enzo Fernandez. Boop, 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 boop.
Southampton, they're away to Southampton. Jeez.
Yeah, and I think let me see if I can get our fixtures up. And I think our one is looking like Arsenal. Yeah, so we got Nottingham Forest away, then Wolves at home. We also play Brighton and Newcastle away, Chelsea, Man City. So that little run of games is a tough run. It's a tough run. You think,
but they're winnable.
They're all winnable. Yeah, like I think after the Man City game, we got Chelsea at home. Then we got Newcastle away. Then we got Brighton at home. Then Nottingham Forest away. Then Wolves at home. Hard games, but I think those people are saying that's the games that we're gonna slip up on. I would like to say that they're the games that we show up and do the damn thing.
Deliver on, mate.
Yeah, because I think we beat City away, and then we go to Chelsea, we pick up 3 points that people think we're not gonna pick up. That gives us a mad, and then I think we go to then, and then I reckon then it'll be like the Newcastle game or the Brighton game is where we can win it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm being optimistic. I'm being very optimistic.
We're gonna fight. We always find a way somehow.
Storytelling. Yeah.
We find a way. Big up to Ronnie saying, have to shoot, guys, but lovely meeting you guys. We'll hopefully see you next week at the Emirates and we'll tune in to future episodes. See you later, Ronnie. Thank you so much for joining us.
Bless up, Ronnie.
Luca, I just subscribed to you. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that, Luca.
Come on.
Football game, that Palace game hit hard, but I guess we can't rely on anyone to help us.
Yeah, that's the thing. We can't, man.
Absolutely true. D Money is saying Saliba was a beast today. He's back.
Yeah, he needed that goal on the week.
Exactly.
He needed that goal on Thursday, and he got that goal. He's looking back on his game again. And
I wanted him to score today.
Yeah.
Actually, did you see when he just took that shot? Was it outside the box? And I wanted him to put that away, but Saliba will come with the goals, yo. Big up to Danger saying, is that Big Doug? No way.
That me and the blood. Come on.
Lean on a man.
Yes, G. Come on, GG.
Saka saying Zinchenko is a gift from Man City. Thanks, Pep.
Yeah, big. Hey, listen. Pep, City will never sell to us again.
Innit? Can I just say as well, I just love Zinchenko's passion.
Yeah.
Like his fight and his passion. You can see it's coming from the heart. Love that. Trossard was man of the match today. Absolutely. He got awarded man of the match. He was definitely my man of the match. Who was your man of the match, Doug?
Oh, Trossard, bro, without a doubt.
Yeah, no question.
Without a doubt. Listen, Trossard, Partey, did things in the middle. You know, like Saka, they're all ticking over, but Trossard was the 3 assists. You gotta give it to him. Literally.
SM26 is saying no one is talking about Partey. He was one of the best players as well. We did actually mention Partey earlier, and listen, we all talk about how fundamental Partey is and how much we love Thomas Partey. Like, he's literally our spine of the team.
He's a G. He's so good. He's so good. And the thing is, because I think people are starting to see how good he is, but they just don't want to admit it. Like, I know it's a lot of people want to do this whole he played at rare, he's world class and all of this rubbish like they do with Casemiro and all of this, and they're not trying to give Partey his flowers. But, you know, like when you, as an Arsenal fan, watching Partey week in, week out and knowing how different the team is without him and how much he makes a difference with him, we actually understand how great a player he is. And I think this brother is truly an unsung world class DM. Like, I don't feel like there's many better than him out there, really and truly. He is sick. Like, and it's not even just that he can also sense the danger and clear the ball, but it's the way that he ticks the look. The fact that the team being so well only plays much better with someone like Partey in it shows you how much of a key component he is to the team. Because the team is good. Like, let's face it, we have a great team in it. Do you get me? And him being the key component says a lot, you know. You know what I'm saying?
And was it? Oh, sorry, go on, Doug.
No, go on. What was you going to say?
What game was it? Last week or the week before? I think this game's just coming in so thick and fast. Where I think we was leading half time, and he literally just came on in the second half and just changed up the game, like just
yeah.
can't even remember which game it was.
Strengthened it up. Was it Everton?
Was it the Everton one? I can't even
Yeah,
remember.
I think Jorginho, he came on and Jorginho started the game for the Everton game, and I think he came on for the Everton game at half time, and it just changed the whole game. Like, I think it was 2-0 up by then anyway, but I think him coming on just changed the game, and he literally is that. He's just so sick. Like, even like today, he did some drag back, turned two Fulham players, like that, like when they were putting pressure on him because he's that good. Like, I think, yes, like I'll give you got players like, yes, I mentioned Casemiro because everyone like compares and does all this like. Don't get me wrong, Casemiro is good at breaking up the play. Like, he's good at making those tackles, last-ditch tackles, breaking up the play. But he's not the ultimate ball. Like, the way that Partey is a ball player and a passer of the ball, no one else comes close. Maybe Rodri, but he hasn't. You know what I mean? He ain't got the legs to get up and down the way Partey does. Like, he just got everything about him, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, he's the ultimate DM, man.
100%. D Money saying, realistically, I can't see City dropping any more points. I can see them dropping more points.
Like, even like against Palace, they weren't great. Like,
exactly.
You know what? If I would be, I'm concerned anyway because it's City. But you'd be even more concerned if City went into that Palace game and blew them away 4-0.
Yep, exactly.
Well, like, they're mostly looking at this is the thing that I know it's because we're not used to winning and everything, but you know what? These teams are looking at us and they're worried about what we're going to do and what we're capable of doing. In the games that you thought where the pressure was on, like you look at the Bournemouth game, I think City played the earlier game, didn't they, and won that game, yeah? So the pressure was on Arsenal to win the Bournemouth game to make it back to 5 points and to win it the way that we've won it. That's disheartening to other teams. Like, City most really look at that and that most really be like, oh, what we got to do? Now we got to go again. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it can dishearten and flatten you. And maybe the Chelsea, the Palace game, they won it, but is a reflection of how disheartening it can be to try and keep chasing and the team keep, like, look at everyone thought maybe we might drop the points against Fulham. Look how good we was.
Exactly.
Like,
immense. Like, we was quality, mate.
If I was sitting watching that, I'll be like, damn, these are good, you know?
Isn't it? Like, I'll be fearful. I can't lie.
Yeah, then you see that they've got Jesus on the bench, Reece Nelson, Trossard's doing a madness. You'd be like, hey, you know what? These men are going to be hard to catch. Then you go into games like thinking that, and then all of a sudden, you're 1-0 down and the pressure's on you to kind of step it up. Like, we know how football works, isn't it? We've seen it. Do you get me? So, but we know it can, just as much as it can turn on them, it can turn on us. But I feel like everyone has always put the pressure on Arsenal, saying, oh, Jesus going to get injured, Arsenal going to suffer. They've got these run of games, Arsenal's going to suffer. But everybody's in the same boat. Like, Man United, like, Rashford gets injured now, they're messed up. Like, trust me, like, the Casemiro is out for 4 games, the best DM in the world. Like, they're messed up. Like, they might struggle now. Do you get what I mean? Exactly. Like, everyone is in the same boat. An injury can cause madness to everybody, and we've actually been able to just keep plugging away with all the madness, the controversy, the no calls, the penalties that should be given ain't given, the offsides, all of that. We've been still plugging away and getting results. So just shows what level we're on, man.
And still top of the table.
Still top of the league, man. Still top of the league. Can't believe it.
Literally. Charlene, will you marry me? Got wedding proposals coming in and everything.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she said, hell yeah.
Doug trying to answer for me. 82 points wins us the league.
Yeah, I never really quite work out how everyone works out the point tally, but I'll take it.
Yeah, I guess they just sort of count up the points from now to the end of the season, how many points we could win in comparison to the next people. I don't even know because I haven't done it personally.
11 games. So 11 games, we've got 33 points that we can 33 points to play for. And what we on now? 63,
I believe.
63.
Are we on 63 points?
Mm-hmm.
You're doing your maths.
So technically, if we
we're on 66 points.
We're on 66, so add the 3. So basically, we can do this. The most we can finish on is 99
from this point on.
because we're on 66. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we was to win every game, we finish on 99. So he's saying 82 points wins us the league technically. So that means we could technically drop. Wait, 18 points? Is that? No, technically drop 17 points.
But then it depends. How many does City need? Oh, that's too technical for me right now.
Yeah, it's too technical. City. So basically, in City are on how many points? They're 5 points behind
61.
us.
Yeah.
They're on 61 with 33 points to play for. So that means they can only end it on 94 points. And we can, if we win all our games, we'll end it. So there's still a lot of games, like, because you can't really work out who's going to lose what and how many's going to be lost. You can only just, like, even if saying 82 points wins us the league, it doesn't. Because imagine if City win,
get more, yeah.
If City win 8 of their games, they're gonna finish on higher than 82 points, isn't it? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a bit too technical for me. I do it first thing tomorrow when my brain is fresh.
yeah. But even then, I just think my brain's so like night and day, like black and white. It's like technically there's still like over 90 points to play for each team.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
If City go on to win all their games, 94 points, that means we need 95. Technically, 95 points wins us the league.
Wait, all right. Maybe should we make our life easier and just say, how did you work out 82?
Yeah. Yours a major 2000. How did you work that out? Because really, technically, 95 points wins us the league because City can't get no more higher than 95 points in it as it stands right now.
Exactly. So.
But, yeah, unless they drop points and then that tally goes down, then you can kind of bring our tally down. But as it stands right now, both got 11 games to play. 95 points is what wins us the league at the minute.
Literally. Mike TV saying Mike Nketiah tuned. Much love, Charlene. Much love to you as well, Mike. Man of the match is Trossard, says football game. Craig Bailey saying first time seeing Charlene's channel, definitely subbing. Oh, thank you. We appreciate that.
Come on.
Michael saying hi everyone.
Mike's just turning up.
Saka has had a few quiet games, maybe one game on the bench. We was actually discussing this earlier, wasn't we, Doug?
Yeah.
And just saying, well, he hasn't really needed to, do much more because we've got other qualities across the pitch.
That's it. He's in cruise control right now. He's in first gear, just cruising through. Preservation. You know what I'm saying? Preserving, man.
Literally. Lucas saying, do you think Saka will sign a new deal? I want him to sign a new deal, and I think he will. I mean, it would be a bit crazy, like, if he didn't, considering he's literally the star boy of Arsenal. I mean, why would he sign?
I pretty much think it's done. I reckon it's done. Yeah, man. I reckon it's done. They're most really waiting for the right time to talk about it. Like, because I think because it's not become major news, like, I think if the media was going on about it, Saka signing a new deal, Saka signing this new deal, is he going to sign, is he not going to sign? And they were using that to kind of create kind of confusion or distraction during this run. I think they would just come out and say, look, the deal's been signed, and it will just be clear that all, but they've not had to, it's not really come up. They've not had to announce anything. So I think it's technically done. I feel like Arsenal just haven't announced it.
Yeah, exactly. All the attention's just been on us winning the Premier League.
So there's no attention on anyone, individual players. It's just this, innit? Do you get what I mean? Because it's not like there's no added pressure. We've seen what new contracts and the news and the pressure can do to certain players. Like, there's none of that. It's just he's playing freely. If he's earning more money, he knows. None of us know. It's just whatever, innit? Do you get me? Like, but I feel like a lot of these deals are done. I feel like a lot of them, Saliba, I reckon, is pretty much wrapped up. I reckon they're all pretty much wrapped up. But
exactly.
They're not going nowhere. Why would they leave and go where? Where do you leave and go? Where? Like, you look at Saka now. Like, Saka leaves Arsenal now. Yeah, where does he go?
Literally.
Like, where? Like, all right, you go Liverpool, you got Salah, like, in your position, yeah? Like, they're not going to bench Salah over you, or it's a rotation thing. Like, you know, they've got other players there that they might consider. You think you've got Jota as well as, you go City, City's got Mahrez. Maybe City's the only team that maybe could accommodate him.
But they got a strong first and second team.
That's it. They got Foden, they got Grealish. They got better players that, like, it's...
And Foden and Grealish are struggling to get a start half the time.
Yeah, just stay at Arsenal, be the star man at Arsenal, earn your bread. They win the league, you know what I mean? They're big, you do your thing, the Champions League football. Why? You've been there since you're 8. Why would you just leave now?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Saka's saying Starboy Bakaya can stop Man City and the rest, so it shouldn't be a problem. Come on, you Gunners.
Come on, that's it, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
Big up to Jimmy Bazza saying, gotta love Charlene's smile. Thank you. Big up to Silently Killing. Come on, you Gunners.
Innit? Right, murderer.
We've scored more goals now than what our total was for the season.
Yeah.
Oh, how many goals did we score last season?
I don't know. I'm not too sure.
Mate, mental. All right, there is so many messages coming through. Unfortunately, we ain't gonna have enough time to read through all of them. We've been here for 2.5 hours now. But what should we do? Should we leave predictions until our show on Friday, and we'll just predict all the Premier League predictions for that weekend?
Yeah. We'll log on Friday. On Friday, and people in the comments, let us know what you think as well. Like, if you like the Sunday evenings, you like the Friday mornings, let us know so we know what's easier for everybody, what everyone prefers. You know what I'm saying? Because we do the Friday evenings and Friday days sometimes, but I know people may be at work. But Sunday evening, everyone's chilling. So let us know. Maybe even be able to slide 2 in. Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That'd be nice. Do like a prediction as well as a roundup.
Yeah. That's it. You know, why not?
Exactly. So let us know in the comments, guys. But Doug, it's always a pleasure.
Always.
Show with you.
Come on.
Yeah, and happy to have you back. Welcome back.
In it, Darky is back in the building. Boom, 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 boom.
Back, baby.
I'm happy to be back with you, Shah. Come on, it's always a pleasure, B.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My brethren from a long time. You see it?
You see it, though. Have you got a forfeit for me before we go?
Ooh.
Pick up our Norway Gooners as well, sending you guys love.
I'm on football game. I was in Norway a couple of weeks ago. Don't know. I can't think. I feel like we had one for you, but you know what? I'm gonna think about it, and then you're gonna do it on Friday. We're gonna let you.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So let me know. Message me or something, or let me know on the day. If I obviously need something for the forfeit, you know, give me a pre-warning.
Yeah. All right. Anyone that's got any ideas, DM me or Shah on Insta or whatever, and let us know what you're thinking, and we can put them ideas together.
And forfeits, respectable ones, please.
Yeah, respectable.
What's that, Doug?
Oh no, Siri. You know, Siri, my phone. You know, when the laptop's just listening to what you're saying. I'm talking about forfeit. Siri's like, I didn't get that. What do you want me to do?
Can I give Siri my forfeit?
Come out of here.
Oh.
In
it. Great show as always. Big up Charlene, and Doug says a shock.
Whoa.
Big up to you, shock. Moses is saying he's texted me. All right, I will check my DMs to see what you guys are sending in. But listen, we just want to say a big thank you to each and every one of you for joining us on today's show. We're going to be back on Friday to predict our game for the Premier League fixtures of next weekend. So, make sure you guys can't talk. I can't get my words out. Make sure you subscribe, like the video if you've enjoyed it. And myself and Doug will be back again next week, Friday.
Come on.
Well, then. Woo, woo.
Yeah, it does.
Bye.
Bye. Let's go.